let's get it started.
That's how we start our top 8. Here's next, and yeah, I was reading the chat and they mentioned Syrup. That's right. That's who he got beaten by after before his non-defeated strike with Steve. But right now he's showing why he is one of the best Clouds in these matchups against Alex. Right now, 63% only versus 87. Right now, Spargo is trying to punish a little hard with that limit. Oh my god, that was so crazy. Imagine if that would have hit the next.
I mean, it's such a quick matchup. Oh, already from Spargo getting that up smash ready. In less than a minute, he's already gotten that first stock from Manny. Such an intense match that we're seeing right up here. 3 digits from Spargo. Let's see if Manny can try to get the anvil, but the up is going to be canceling the effects of the anvil. Limit is right back on. TNT is in store, but the magma cube is going to be taking that first stock from Spargo.
That TNT isn't for sure the only thing that is exploring right now, because Manny is just doing some numbers with the Spargo stocks already at 58%. The party that connects to the alt B trying to avoid some pressure, 25% already. The bread and butter didn't know it. They cancel fair to the side B, 82, and just like that, the stocks are back to even once again.
All right, here we go, 97. Manny already gets the iron items in hands, gets the moving card, but Spargo immediately gets the up smash. Just such reflexes from Spargo to eliminate that second stock of Manny. The magma cube sadly won't be hitting, and Spargo goes right back, 30%, 40%, tries to get the upper, but the anvil is going to be appearing, nothing else. Let's reset the bit of a neutral. Limit is right back on fair, another fair. We get the up tilt, and here we go for the up. Okay, and the finishing touch to finish first match here in Delfino Raza.
That's a 50% of accuracy within the finishing touch, because 1 out of 2 hit. So I take that. I take my numbers. I know my math. And Manny's it's vibing. I'm wondering what's he playing right now. I'm just curious, you know.
Well, we gotta ask it, but you can clip. You can try to clip this part of the video and then just put your own song, man. He could be hearing Julieta Venegas maybe, or I don't know, some rap. I don't know. He can be hearing anything. Mostly they hear K-pop. You know, I'm not very fond of what they hear, but you know, whatever. Let's start the second match. TNT right back on stir, trying to create like a little wall against Spargo. Immediately no attack. We are trying to get some resources, and right now a backer from Spargo is going to be hitting.
That's right, and the interruption from Spargo with that backer, trying to avoid Alex's recovery. Oh my god, this could be dangerous, but amazing air just for Spargo, trying to recover once again the neutral in the middle of the stage. The combos with the upper right now, trying to hit once again side B, trying to achieve more damage in order to get Alex stuck as soon as possible, because you know you don't want to deal with Steve with rage.
That's right, 136. Manny gets the signature to end that first stock from Manny. 62% only on Spargo. Spargo is out there for blood, gets spared by Alex. Right now, 97%. Another fair with the wooden tools, the anvil. Wow, it's going to be hitting a bit. And the backer, can we see another backer? No, but we do have limited in store. We got to watch out.
Oh my god.
It's going to be a finishing touch. Come on, man. What the heck?
Now that's 2 out of 3 finishing touch. We're gonna start counting in within the set. You know, we're gonna start counting in which how many finishing touch does Spargo hit throughout the whole set, and another one. Wow, that's just crazy. Fair to side tilt to try to put Alex off stage, but the punish, you know, at 53% the bread and butter from Steve. Well, in this case, Alex 70% already, but Spargo has 2 stocks over 1. Once again, this is where the things can get really dangerous. He has limit. He wants to return to the stage, but Spargo won't let him. The side B, I mean the neutral B, just one hit, barely missing Manny in that situation.
I don't know what's going on, but 110% Manny is just lost for words. There's no words for him right now. Finally gets an up tilt, but for what, man? Like 126, finally gets a grab to the left side. We do have diamonds in hand, diamonds in store. We do get a little bit of the fire. Okay, so we do eliminate that second stock of Spargo, but Spargo is still healthy. But anything could happen when Steve is around.
Yeah, most definitely. Anything can happen, especially when you have Diamond 52% already.
Oh.
Be careful with that minecart. The DI coming up from Steve's part, from Alex's part, I mean, was amazing. 151%. He wants to survive as long as possible. He doesn't want Spargo to get any opening on this last possible seconds of his stock. And it's going to be enough. It is, and we going to 2-0.
A desperate roll at the end. He just got nervous, immediately nervous, and going right back to Shad. I love how Shad is trying to figure out what is Manny is listening to. But at this point, Shad, do you think the music matter? Manny needs to concentrate. Fact, like right now, because he's losing it all. 2-0. Spargo right now is dominating, and you know, to be fair, Spargo has a lot of experience with Steve, and he's already used to it, man. So let's see how how Manny does. Will he try to figure it out? Man, I'm not sure.
I mean, you know what happens when your theme song starts playing. You know, we've seen it in many animes before. So let's see if he just find his banger in order to be able to stop the force that Spargo is applying right now. 106% already versus 29. Spargo won't let him breathe. Nice recovery and an amazing punish from Spargo. Just finishing the stock with that limit cross slash.
Dude, Spargo is just taking it, man. It's going to be 2 stocks on Manny. Manny finally gets a little bit of the 1-2, can continue it, but the minecart will be crashing down on Spargo, 68%, and that's fair. He finally finds the signature to finally almost finding a way to end it. So we do get back a good movement from Manny to finally take that first stock a bit earlier than the others. So finally, Manny has a little bit of advantage in this third match.
And yes, as you mentioned, Madur's next, he finally found a gap for breathing. 90% on Spargo with limit, but you know that can be really dangerous, especially since he has hidden 2 finishing touches along the set. This is game number 3. Manny wants at game number 4, but already Spargo put on the tables once again, back to even 90 versus 95. This is where things can get really tricky. He fell, but the punish isn't that hard, and he wants to throw to the other side of the staging. He wants to hard punish with that double attempt with the up smash.
There's many ways that Manny could take it, but many ways as well that Spargo could take it. So let's see what Manny or Spargo could do. We do have diamonds in hand. 129 for Spargo. Limit is almost active, trying to find a nair on ledge. No forward to it is going to be hitting, so we do maintain a little bit of distance. Good air dash from Manny. Gets grabbed to the left side. Limit once more is active. The up B is going to be stalling for a bit, but the up B on Limit will be eliminating that second stock of Manny.
That's right, but this stock is just barely hanging around within a thread. 133% is looking pretty dangerous, but Spargo won't stop. And if he got limit within this second, 77%, things will get really tricky for Manny. Oh my god, the way, 93%, 100 already, he's already at the ledge. He needs to be really careful. Amazing fur coming out from Manny's side.
Ooh,
and the finishing touch once again! There's no way.
What a good way to end this set. The finishing touch. Classic way to end this set. Let's finish it. Let's go to the next one. No nos olvidemos. Let's not forget that Rock beat Chag to send Chag on loser's side. So Rocks is feeling very comfortable on winner semis, but it's going against WaKa. That WaKa is just a mystery man, and we've seen a lot of Luigi action all the way from Japan and the US, and we're seeing normal ass Luigi combos. Sid, that's how you play this matchup.
This is another day in the office for Luigi. Like, I've never seen WaKa drop a single one of those combos, and right now his punishing Sokara is going to be another one. Wow, that was just so close, and only 50% it's been dealt by WaKa's first stock. Only 40 seconds, and the Rocks is working with a whole stock deficit right now. It looks pretty rough, but you know, if there's one player and one character that can make it up, it's definitely Rocks.
Yeah, bro. I love how someone in chat said "lo van a waquear," and mano, fully
Lo van a
understandable. Lo van a waquear, and it's fully understandable because Sheik going against Luigi so uncomfortable because Rocks needs to get close by, and man, playing against Luigi ain't fun. You know, ain't fun, and I don't even want to be closer. And I'm a Snake main. You know, I'm scared all the time. So yeah, it's gonna be really hard for Rocks to try to play against WaKa. And there's a pineapple. There's a pineapple under the sea, and that's called Rocks getting pineapple by the stage.
The pineapple. It's Rocks against WaKa on the stage right now. Oh my god, that was such an unfortunate SD. But you know, there's still 2 more games or 4 more games. You know, so definitely Rocks must have something figured out under his sleeve right now. Oh, and we got the Sephiroth. I saw it. You saw it, Snacks. We got the Sephiroth. This seems like a better matchup, definitely, because I was talking with WaKa the other day, and when he came here to El Salvador, like a month ago, he was playing against Wolf and Sephiroth, and he said that it's a bit harder in order for him to approach, but whenever he has the chance to burst into Sephiroth range, that's when he can really shine. I mean, Luigi, right?
Well, I'm more invested of this Rock change to Sephiroth. It's smarter because it creates a little bit of distance, but Rocks needs to play it way safer, of course, than when he played with Sheik. Trying to get the up tilt of that shield is going to be a little bit low, but we do get that bagger, 92%, trying to get that fair to end that stock, but we do get the recovery. The plunge is going to be active, the nair to the fair. Wow. The nair to the bagger is going to be taking that first stock from Rocks.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that flame, that orb barely saving, because that was a really dangerous sport to be at. The ledge jump that quite doesn't connect right there. 116% already for WaKa. It's looking a little bit better. I mean, is it going to be the stock? That is the stock, and that's what I'm telling you. If Rocks manages to get out or keep out of Luigi's short range but lethal range, he can definitely make something out with Sephiroth.
Well, I just know that WaKa is not permitting Rocks to even get a little bit of distance. He's just rushing down on him, gets close by, and like he's on plunger distance. So Rocks doesn't have enough air on the right side, but finally creates a little bit of air, and it kind of cost him. It kind of cost him. It costed the stock. So that second stock is going to be disappearing. 44% for WaKa right now, 55. Looking comfortable, trying to find the fair. Gets down aired, but here, hey, Sid, we're still very, very calmed.
Yeah, I was still very calm right there, 78%. Oh my god, if he released that up smash a little bit sooner, that must have definitely gotten Luigi and probably the stock, because he would have gotten hit with the sweet spot from the Sephiroth Sword, 104%. He is not trying to get the spike in this situation, 22%. The burst range for Luigi with that dash tech just increases so much. He applies so much pressure against you with that option. I mean, it's just so fast. I believe it's frame 4 if I'm not mistaken. Frame 4 or frame 6?
I'm not entirely sure, but oof, almost getting Luigi or WaKa, but this time Rocks is going to be taking that second stock from WaKa. We go right back on 107%. Another plunger action, more plunger action to return. Another plunger missing, but in this case, gets back here to return on stage, and the down smash ain't going to be far from reaching Nair from Rocks. Gets cyclone to the left side, and we are still alive.
Wow, that was crazy. Nice interruption coming up from WaKa's part. Just knowing that Rocks was gonna get a little bit anxious and aggressive right there, interrupted the dash attack with that invincibility, and the F tilt angle downward is going to be enough to close out Sephiroth's stock. Last stock. This is game number 3 that we're going already. Rocks is on the verge of falling into the lower bracket. He needs something right now. He needs to breathe. He needs to put game number 4 on the table. What do you think matters next?
Man, I just know the Rocks must be emotionally drained in this case. He's trying to defend his home court, that is Monterrey, but WaKa all the way from Tijuana is just murdering Rocks. Look at that combo. 1, 2. Dude, He had the chance to do that little combo from Luigi, already eliminating Rock's first stock and trying to find the second one. WaKa is a hungry man.
And he even got time, even with those orbs in him. Oh my god, the mistake! No! El Diablo, what is happening right now? Oh, is it going to be over? It is going to be. Oh no, that was a bit scary for Rocks right now. He's working with a 2 full stock deficit. He needs to be really careful. WaKa won't stop right now. He's an unstoppable force, 108%. The spike doesn't connect. He wants to end this, but he breathed again. 69% only. We have the 1-win angel forms next.
Bueno. As Shad is saying, it's over. I think Rox is getting WaKa in this set, but let's see. Maybe there's a slim chance that he could recover. 83%, trying to get the up tilt. Right now, side B is going to be activated on WaKa. WaKa does miss right there, but the upside is going to be hitting 102%. Trying to get the grab to the up B. Oh, the Cyclone. And yeah, that's going to be ending. That's going to be ending the whole set. A 3-0. Already 2 3-0s in winter semifinals, so we are gonna have we're gonna be seeing a little bit of Tijuana action on that winners finals. But before, hey, whoa, calm down, guys. I know you want to go to winners finals, but before we go there, we
the loser set of the bracket. Do you remember?
I'm not entirely sure, man.
I mean, we will check the bracket later on, but right now, let's focus on what we have on screen, which is Hero Suit Samus versus AlanDiss Classic Snake. You know, I'm not sure I've ever seen AlanDiss play a character that's not Snake, but I mean, it's his soul character, so he knows how to move around a character so swift like Hero Suit Samus.
It's still not a bad character to go against CSS, right? The Snake has the freedom of the frame 1 grenades. The grenades are just very disrespectful in every matchup you can think of. Maybe against Game & Watch is kind of hard, but that's pretty much it, right? So let's see how AlanDiss could do. Already getting 115. Cali is all over the place, getting AlanDiss a little bit distraught, like he doesn't know what to do. Hits the grenade, keeps it below the platform, gets the grab, but watch out, an up tilt or an upper from AlanDiss could end this first stock.
That's right, almost finishing that stock, and that was just enough. 73% only for Cali's in this first stock, 10%. But you know, if there's definitely a character and a player that can make this back and can just turn the tables, it's Snake. AlanDiss with Snake, 83%. You know how Snakes just really loves to be in those numbers because of the rage right now, but Cali is not caring too much about that because he's just applying so much pressure. He's just not letting Snake make his grenade plan, just trying to be in his zone so much that he won't have the time to pressure him with those cook grenades as he will usually like to.
I think, yeah, the name of this game is movement, and the movement from CSS is so good. The Nikita's going to be out, not going to be hitting Cali. Cali still survives with the dash attack. Ooh, the recovery, that little recovery is going to be hitting AlanDiss to the left side. So a breather from Cali to return on stage. It gets F tilt to the right side. That hits like a cannon. And of course, that stock is going to be taken. Ooh, but the bomb is going to be helping AlanDiss to survive that stock. But the dig, oof, slowly, almost getting that kill.
That's right, and that was such a fast mashing coming up from AlanDiss side. And shoutouts to the bomb, which was the MVP in that interaction, but the punish from Cali with that fair, just with the Nair, I mean, just coming fair, I mean, just coming so on point in that situation. 13% already, only 1 stock left for Snake player. 52% is already being undealt, but you know, that's what I'm telling you. Even though AlanDiss can cook the grenades and can set up the C4, seriously, Samus is just so fast and it's just so in your face all the time that you don't have the time to actually do your gameplay as you would usually like to.
I have a feeling you're watching a hot set, man. I feel it. If AlanDiss loses this match, we're seeing a different stage. I just feel it because AlanDiss is getting run over by Cali. Look at that. The recovery, gets the jab. The C-Force ain't hitting. Cali knows where to move, how to break those ankles against AlanDiss, and the back, so so beautiful. It makes me cry. What a good game from Cali to get this first match. Look at that, Sid. Cali is banning, and guess what? AlanDiss is gonna choose another stage.
That's right. I got the glimpse of Smashville over there that was banned, but oh my god, Cali just breathing in just like, oh my god, this is over. I just got 2 more games to go. If AlanDiss doesn't strikes back with an explosive set, which we're about to see right now, we're going to a small battlefield game number 2, Serious Samus versus Snake. And remember, if AlanDiss manages to beat out Cali's Serious Reed, he got 2 more characters that are fairly fast. I mean, Fox is, I believe, faster than Sephiroth, and Sephiroth has so much range and so much opportunities to punish Snake's game plan too. So it's pretty cover everywhere. Nice recovery coming out from AlanDiss right there, not getting punished with that backer from Serious with Samus. Already too much explosion, 62%, 92. But remember that Serious lacks of something, and it is weight. He can go all the way to the shallow realm with just 1 hit from AlanDiss at already 100%.
And this stage ain't bad for AlanDiss, but it's such a smaller stage for Cali, so Cali still has an opportunity to keep moving around and hitting on AlanDiss. He gets the grab. Can he get the read? No, he only gets a get up attack. Once more, lovely roll from Cali, still surviving on that first stock. He is, again, all over the place. Is he reading a novel? He's reading How to Train AlanDiss on reading, and, well, never mind. I think the lecture is over. A good C4 from AlanDiss, taking that first stock from Cali.
Nice C4 and no punish. Wait, never mind. That definitely caught me off guard. That was the no punish because he got the read to that air dodge onto the stage, which, you know, can be really dangerous. I mean, it can save you sometimes, but if the player is as aware as Cali right now, you will definitely get punished, just as we just saw. 31% already. AlanDiss is trying to take no damage in order to keep out his stock fully healed. 58%. He wants to close this stock as soon as possible. Major's next.
Let's see, trying to get the stun. The C4 is in Cali's head. Well, that's not a good place to place a bomb, but in this case, Cali still has the bomb. I think AlanDiss will be waiting for that 30 seconds. And the C4 still in his head. Oh no, C4 is right back on platform, and Cali gets C4'd on that platform. 91%. And we are close by for that second match to end. Will Cali take it? Will AlanDiss recover? Let's see.
That's right, and that's what I'm telling you. Whenever Snake has the chance to apply that explosive game plan with his grenades, the C4, and on the Nikita, that's where things start to shine for him. 133%, he's trying to get Chag by Cali, but Cali just won't catch him. 72% already. The stock is barely holding. It's not going to be enough. The high recovery and high punish, of course, coming up from Cali's part. Are we gonna be seeing a 3-0, or has AlanDiss has figured out something to defeat this unstoppable force that is Cali's Serious with Samus right now?
The only thing I'm actually thinking is that Pain is happy. Pain watching Cali dominating right now on this top 8 is making Pain really happy. So we're going right back to small battlefield. We're staying on the same stage, not a bad stage. AlanDiss almost got the game back, but he needs to wake up. I don't know what happened. I think he just slept. And right now, Cali was all over the place. But right now, 78, 88%. This time, percentage-wise, AlanDiss is winning.
That's right. And I believe this is like the first time within those 3 matches that AlanDiss has the advantage percentage-wise speaking. 133%. That stock is no longer needed because he got deleted by that Nikita 50%, and this might be the Holy Mary coming from AlanDiss right now. This might be the chance for breathing that he needed so so long during those 2 past games. 50% already, 50. This is the thing that I was talking about. Now AlanDiss is in the advantage, and he can play so much more aggressive, so much more explosive with the grenades. He is not afraid to just be waiting because he has one full stock advantage.
We got to play this match. Well, AlanDiss got to play this match very dirty. Like, he needs to camp. He needs to maintain a little bit of distance. He needs to use those grenades wisely. But finally, Cali takes that first stock from AlanDiss. 98 of extra damage from AlanDiss. C4 is in Cali's head, exploding. And here we go with the grenade play. Let's see if AlanDiss can try to find a little bit of combo with these types of explosions. Only 5%, 32%, 39. Look how that percentage keeps going. Almost getting another read. Cali recovers, gets sledged, and continues the aerial combo on AlanDiss.
Oh my god, and those aerial combos definitely worked out because he's already on 82%. The punish that doesn't connect. Wow, amazing read coming out from Cali. Spargo right there. Once again, the hard punish, and it is enough to close out AlanDiss and all of his advantage with just one good punish.
Dude, that is so street. That is so hood, man. Like right now, Cali is just dominating this match. Cali has the opportunity to take this game to his side. A possible 3-0, a possible upset from Cali to AlanDiss. Gets 91% on that third stock. Does the down air for 46%. So AlanDiss is going to maintain a little bit of spacing, but that spacing got affected by the back air from Cali. Cali trying to find another way to finish this game. Tries to stun. Sadly, doesn't find it. And Sid, we're right back on neutral.
That's right, we're back on neutral, 125%. It is going to be enough. The backer was just enough to take out on AlanDiss. 3-0, a pretty convincing 3-0 for Cali's Zero Suit Samus right now. Oh my god, there was such an explosive set. I mean, literally because of grenades, explosions, but Cali was so on fire. With this last match, we saw that AlanDiss was just kind of getting the vibe of how Zero Street moves around. Against Dr. Mario, on paper, it looks awful for Dr. Mario. What do you think about it, Snacks?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Horrible. It's horrible because the recovery from JaZaR ain't going to be appearing whatsoever. But once JaZaR has that approach, he could do a lot of damage on Chag. Let's see, we could see that in this case, 66% on JaZaR. Chag trying to get a little bit closer to JaZaR, but JaZaR only does a 40% damage. And yeah, once more, that being outside is the danger zone from JaZaR. That recovery from Dr. Mario, although it's good, it's going to be so awful against Min. So we got to really play it safe.
Yeah, definitely gotta really play it safe, but I mean, there's only so much you can do against Min, especially those high distance punishes where even if you play safe the entire match, if you got sent off stage and you get hit by one of those Min long range attacks, just like we just saw, it can be over at almost 0%, you know?
Bueno, es posible. Let's see if we could see that from Sheik, but right now the banger is going to be hitting. We recover. JaZaR gets the pills and the Tylenol to end that first stock in the face of Min. So we really start with 23% of extra damage from Sheik to JaZaR. Let's see if JaZaR could try to put this game on his side.
That's right, he's just throwing prescriptions around, trying to hit Chag a little bit just to numb the pain of being here. And the loser says again, JaZaR, who just beat Mr. E in the last set to be here fighting Min's Chag. I believe he should have been prepared. I mean, he most probably was prepared for Min's because Chag's no, this is such a horrible matchup for Dr. Mario, but nice punish coming out from JaZaR's right now. There's going to be enough. Wow, that was such a hard read, but the timing was a little bit off, but nice taking on from JaZaR's part. Oh, and a little bit of an SD right there. This is where Chag needs to take the most of the advantage because we definitely take those.
And Chag, although a Palu main, being taking out that min that has been working most of the time. Well, not most of the time. I think every time he's been using it has been working efficiently. Once it doesn't work, goes right back to Palu. But this matchup is just on Min's favor, right? So let's see if JaZaR could try to recover from that sad up B and get a little bit of damage. But that get up attack from Chag will be affecting JaZaR. Throwing the Kobe to the left side, 145 on Shaq, Cyclone to the right side is going to be ending that second stock.
Wow, I definitely didn't expect that down B to hit right there in that situation, but it worked for JaZaR right now, 94%, and Dr. Mario with Rage, if he manages to catch you off guard, that is something to be really careful with, because you know how hard he hits. 114%, 25. Oh my god, this is where things can get really tricky. He starts punishing. Oh my god, he barely misses that hard punish. It wouldn't have not been the stock, I believe, but definitely a lot of damage being dealt on this Chag side.
Well, dude, I don't know, but dude, what?
What?
Okay.
What?
Caramba. I almost said a bad word. Because that was just, what the heck happened there?
No malas palabras aquí, mi
No
queridos
malas
Next.
palabras. Let's be fancy. Let's be clear. Let's be professionals. Yeah. That was so weird. But still, JaZaR is going to be taking that first match on this set here in top 8. Losers round 1. Whoever goes against Manny, the hyped Manny. Really hyped on his music. PS2 is the name of the second match. Let's see if Shaq could try to recover.
That's right, because PS2 makes the best games, you know what they say. And right now, JaZaR just, wow, I thought he was gonna give up the stock with a spike. But instead, he got that punish and got Shaq's stock already within the first 20 seconds of the match. He's just unstoppable right now. He was looking for the spike. I told you, he's looking for the spike. That is sucio. He's looking for something dirty right there.
Es un sucio, un cafre. JaZaR trying the most of it, finding the kill. Gets the throw to the up B, left side, 86%. Tries to get another Advil on Chag, but Chag clearly misses it, 51% only on that first stock. Good recovery on ledge from JaZaR. The Nair sending JaZaR to the left side. Another good Nair, just preventing JaZaR to be close by on Chag. And the only thing I know, Sid, if Chag loses this, we are seeing Palu.
That's for sure. That's definitely for sure, my dear Snack. We're definitely good to see the Palu probably already. What? The bonk in Min's face already closing out Chag's second stock. This is where JaZaR can get really aggressive and start punishing Chag for his bad decision. Be careful, Chag. You don't want an SD in this situation when you are almost at a 2-0 situation. 114%. 77. He wants to punish recoveries from JaZaR, but he manages to land on stage once again. He uses the ledge and he gets his first stock taken finally.
En papel, Sid, this matchup.
En papel.
Wins it. En papel, Chag or Min wins these. JaZaR is just trying to put the narrative on his side. The doctor, the one who has his revoked license, is going against Chag, the Min main, who's trying to do the best possible to not lose the matchup. Tries to get the Cyclone, can't find it entirely. All right, now the upper from JaZaR to the right side. Nair to maybe finally ended, but the getting dunk movement is not close by. And hold up, Sid.
Hold up.
Last stock from JaZaR. We could see again.
Yeah, Chag is cooking right now. He wants the comeback. 10% already being dealt, 26. And you know what? Remember what I told you, Snack, is if he gets sent off the stage, Dr. Mario's bad recovery, it is going to be over. But it is not just yet because of Chag's TI in this situation. The pills, he won't let him come back. Oh my god, that was so dangerous. He read the roll. It is going to be enough. It is enough to for JaZaR. He's on fire right there. I mean, the title definitely waits. That's why he hits harder than Mario. A degree, an MG degree, definitely hits harder.
Dr. Mario is definitely trying to get his license back, beating Chag. And I mean, you know, we're seeing Palutena. Come Come on, dude. We ain't done. We're gonna see that Palutena appearing against JaZaR. Let's see if Palutena is the answer to get the 3-0 against JaZaR. But for now, JaZaR is maintaining on match point and already 48%. The Shag is super mad, like super mad, dude.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Min it's his secondary character, but nonetheless one of his main characters. And what we were talking about on paper, that was an awful match for Dr. Mario, and I'm pretty sure that's what Chag thought when he decided to go Min all the way for 2 games in a row. But right now, JaZaR just showing that he can deal with that range from the arms character, and he's being punished right now because JaZaR got a little bit of advantage right now. I mean, 2 games of advantage is, well, not a little bit, it's a huge advantage, but 121% versus 94, he needs to be careful with how he wants to approach to JaZaR. Because of that option, my dear Snacks, he just got his first stock deleted.
Eso es lo que nosotros llamamos an up B at a shield. Like, so classic, so classic. And JaZaR,
oh my God!
JaZaR es cafre, JaZaR es calle. He almost got that spike against Shag, 39%. He did survive. He did recover the cyclone to put a little disaster on his
Oh my God, no
and
way!
Ole. That's going to be a stock against Shag. And we are 1 stock away to see one of the biggest upsets right now here in this top 8.
This might be the first upset that we get to see in this top 8. JaZaR 2 full stock up. The chat is going crazy, just shouting for JaZaR, but Chag won't let that slip through his fingers right now because he wants this game number 4 to happen, my dear Snacks. But it is looking pretty rough right now.
Oh my God! If I was Chag, he almost got up smashed. He got cyclone, and he got
way.
up the end this set. We are watching JaZaR going against Manny, doing the biggest upset, going against the statistics. This beating.
What? Wait, never mind. We're going to see Fox.
Wait, what?
Whoa, what? Okay, we're gonna be seeing Fox versus Sheik. Okay, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. Fox versus Sheik. This is definitely. I mean, Fox, you know, it's a glass cannon, but just as Live and Luis here in El Salvador has shown before, there's no matchup too hard for the captain of the Star Fox.
Fíjate, I'm impressed watching the Fox. I forgot that he had a Fox in hand, and this is such a good pick. This time the lasers are going to be affecting maybe a little bit of Rox's option. He's not trying to get that a lot of percentage, you know, knowing that Sheik is just very low there. So we do get the recovery. We still have a chance to get close by against Rox, and Rox trying to find a punish to end this first stock. We do get the tech. We do get another tech, and we do get the recovery against Rox.
That's right, 103%. That's what I told you, my dear Snack. Fox, it's a glass cannon, but I mean, Sheik is not a glass cannon. It's just glass, but he hits a lot. You know, she hits a lot. I mean, eventually she will get a nice punish coming up from recoveries from Fox. So that's right, 130% versus 88%. This is 2 light characters fighting against each other, and this is where he can get the most out of that stock Knight's deck coming out from Rock's part right there. The punish doesn't connect with needles. Oh my God, that was the real dangerous situation because you saw it, I saw it, everybody saw it, and what I just saw was that nice punish coming up from Rock's part with that fair and immediate punish by Cali once again, back to 2 stock apiece.
Gets up smash to finalize that first stock. We're right back even. The needles are charged up. Rox is going to try to find a little bit of combo. Misses the needles, and right now 24% on Rox. Grabs Cali, gets on platform, cannot continue the combo. So Rox is going to try to find those openings, which he did right now. 39%, 42 on that right side. Cali recovers once more, grabs ledge, and we get the jab combo. We're going to stay there until it hurts. 56, 56, and the punish to get that second stock.
That heavy punish, of course, because I was about to say that On the stage, Fox can get the most out of the hard punishes and can get the most damage, but off stage, it's where Sheik really shines, especially because whenever you got Fox, the recovery is just timed out and figure out, you can really get yourself in the mood to punish him off stage and start your ledge pressure and deal as much damage as you can get, or even get the stock that we just saw in that interaction right now. Both of this player trying to keep them neutral right there. The twisted up tilt right there to keep on the punishes by Rocks, but he gets interrupted. Oh, that was a little bit of funny interaction. The shenanigans, 82%, and this is where things can get really tricky right there. The side B just doesn't connect the 52% already. One stock for Cali off stage. This is dangerous snack.
Well, 71% Cali is on his last stock, gets the recovery, getting the get up action, the attack get up action, my bad. So 81% Cali recovers once more, gets a little bit of a position, offensive side on Rocks, but needs to do a lot to end that stock on Rocks. And wow, I think Rocks helped Cali to survive, and he still DI correctly to survive a bit more.
That's right. Even though he missed the tech, he was able to survive in that spaghetti interaction right there, 122%. Just with the jumps, he gets punished with that roll, with that upper coming out from Fox, 109% for Cali. We know what this man is capable of, but will he be able to do it with stock already so damaged right there? Oh my god, the streams, the sharking with the uppers. He wants to catch Rocks off guard and finish this as soon as possible. Fox with Rage is dangerous. He just needs like 3 or more hits in order for the up smash to be able to finish Rock's stock.
Well, I'm scared now for Rocks because, as you said, a little bit of more interaction. No, never mind. No. The upper is going to be taking that stock on Cali. Cali almost had a little bit of a comeback right there. Sadly, could not complete it. I think Cali's telling him, like, let's not return. Let's get our bands in to see what are your options and check if we're going to change stage. I believe Cali's trying to find a smaller stage. Let's see what is his option. I like what he's doing. He's taking a little breather. He's thinking his options. He's not rushing in, and that's what makes you a complete player, man. When you go, like, breathe in, be calm down, and choose your next option. And here we go. Second match, Sid. We are about to start.
That's right. And once again, we're going with versus Sheik. But remember, chat, Cali does not only play Fox, he has Zero Sweet and Sephiroth under his sleeve. So if he somehow loses this game number 2, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be seeing another one of those characters. But right now, Rock's punishing a little bit too hard on Cali. I mean, it looks like you're getting really hard punished, but when you see the damage, you just realize that it's like a paper. But who's hitting like a truck right now? It's Cali, because he wants to shark Rocks as much as possible. That up smash almost hit and ended Rock's first stock in this situation.
I like the stage selection because I think Cali is like choosing a 50-50 chance on, okay, maybe I have an opportunity to finish as quick as I can, but Rocks can do it as well. You know that Sheik will always have a problem of just killing quick, man. And Rocks likes these types of stages to further punish his opponents. But in this case, 84%, Cali gets the grab and tries to get a little bit of the upper, sadly missing, and Cali needs to find a way to finish his stock, and your Rocks going Matrix mode, trying to prevent those uppers from hitting.
That's right, and this is not going to be enough. The down tilt is not connecting, but what does is that F smash straight to Sheik's face and just finishing up Rock's first stock, 117%. The needle doesn't connect in that situation. This is where things can get a little bit hard for Rock's Sheik, because you know how she lacks the ability to be able to close out stocks if they're not on the range for her to connect another one of her combos. So this is where Cali needs to take the most of his advantage right now, deal as much damage as possible, just barely making it to the other side of the stage. Amazing hair dodge by Cali's 154%. That stock is long overdue for a Fox, let me tell you, my dear snacks.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we we don't see these numbers often. It's just rage by rage from Mr. Fox McCloud. Mr. McCloud does the backer, sends Sheik to left side, gets the grab, goes up, but will not try to find the upper. Does get the gets grabbed to the left side. Those grabs won't be killing, and the needle will be hitting on that farther left side. Good recovery from Cali. Cali tries to get another grab. He's just going very patient. But that little fair on 198, come on, 198, that's a big number.
Yeah, fantastic Mr. Fox McCloud right there, just surviving almost to the 200s, 86% for rocks, and it's not looking that good because, you know, right there, oh wait, never mind, that was dangerous. Nice train of spares coming all the way to the other side of the stage. That was dangerous for Cali to be in that position, but somehow managed to survive and punishes really hard with that option and ends Cali's, Rock's second stock.
I believe in football we call that La Chilena, you know, like La Chilena. That was a pretty good up smash from Fox. From Cali to end that second stock, trying to get a little bit of a bait against rocks, a little spaghetti movement on that left side, very risky maneuvers from both players right now. Gets the recovery, gets needled, recovers, gets the tech, and gets the recovery still. Cali surviving for another stock, my dear Sid.
El tech de Jesus. Like, we like it. That was a really amazing take coming off by Cali's part. There was some really strange shenanigans and the immediate punish down smash. Wow, I was definitely not expecting that, my dear snacks.
Banana split? I've never eaten a banana split, but Rocks definitely ate that banana split from Cali to end that second match. Town and City, definitely a good stage for Cali to get the W, so it's going to be a tied set. 2 more for both players to go and continue, to loser semifinals. We are going to one of my favorite stages, Hollow Bastion. So beautiful to see. And let's see if Rocks could take advantage of this stage.
That's right. And talking about the advantage of the stage, I just want to give a shout out to that amazing angle that we just saw from the last match. But what we're seeing right now is even more amazing because what a nice punish is Rocks doing that ledge punish. He won't stop. He's dealing the most damage. That's what I was talking about earlier, my dear snacks. Whenever Fox is off stage, Sheiks is where she shines the most and can get stocks as early as 30 seconds within the game.
Okay, Rocks is waking up, remembering that he is in his hometown. He needs to destroy Cali. He is getting those backers.
Oh my God!
Getting those angles, getting those kills, and we are dancing bachata over here. Cali already on his last stock, not looking good whatsoever. Let's go to the next game at this point, man.
Twice in a row, just fighting off stage. Sheik said, you know what, I don't feel comfortable fighting you over where you have most of the advantage. Let's fight in my territory, in my ground, which is off stage, because she can dance. And the immediate response by Rocks, by Cali, with that F match just closing up Rocks' first stock after those 2 hard ledge cards coming from his side.
Bueno, slowly but surely, 48%. Rocks is closer to get that second W on his side, being a bit more patient. And so, as someone in chat said, Rocks understood he needs to get a bit more riskier. That's his game plan right now. Gets a grab, the jab. Whoa, those jabs. We're getting there, and nothing will be hitting. But this time, those uppers are affecting a little bit on Cali, and Cali goes right back to reset neutral.
That's right, and I just saw the Diamond Cutter. We haven't seen any combos to the Diamond Cutter. Just let's see if Rocks manages to get something out. But off stage Fog is a punish Fox, but that was a really soft punish by Rocks' side. The shine gets interrupted by that back air, and we saw that up smash going through the nair. That was such a dangerous interaction right there, Snacks.
Bueno, vamos a ver, 74%. Rocks is still surviving those needles are not hitting. 109 Cali been a bit more safe. He knows he is on a not a good percentage for Fox. That air dodge, we saw the struggle. We saw the camera from Cali understanding that that was not the best option. Oof, could have had an opportunity. Maybe he was not ready for Rock's movements right there. Those needles are affecting. He will recover. A very weird recovery from Cali. Rocks as well did not expect it. The up smash a bit too far. Dash attack to the left side, and needles are in hand, and finally an up smash to eliminate that second stock from Rocks.
That second stock, but we're working with one over the hundreds with the stocks, with a Fox stock, so you know what that means. Wow, that was a weird punish. It is not going to connect. The fair barely missing in that situation. Snack 34%. Cali is just holding onto this stock as much as he can, but it wouldn't be enough because that backer will be the one that closes out and puts it 1-1, the 2-1 on the table.
Bueno, match point for Rocks to continue to lose their semifinals. And then it's over for Cali here in Delfino. Raza having a great run, still could make it farther if he gets a comeback. He is concentrating. He's still not under pressure. He knows he's doing well. Just needs to concentrate on these interactions. Of course, we are not going back to Hollow Bastion. We are going back where we got our first W, and that's going to be Town and City, and that first attack will be on Rocks.
That's right, we're going to Town and City for this game number 4. Are we going to be seeing a game number 5, or is Rocks going to be able to close out this for good in this interaction? This is where things can get tricky, but no punish coming up from Rocks to Cali. Is an amazing recovery with that high side B, because he already noticed that whenever he wants to just go and grab the ledge, he gets hard punished, just as Rocks got hard punished with that soft backer.
I definitely want to see a game 5. I am hungry to see more of Cali and Rocks. This match has been intense. This match is what we needed. The attitude here in Smash Ultimate, not seeing a DLC character, we're watching base characters. Sheik, who always has a lot of good combos, and then Fox, we love to see Fox, man. So this is just so good Smash gameplay right now. Rocks grabbing Cali to the left side. Right now, Rocks maintaining a bit of distance, knowing that he's already in disadvantage.
That's right, but what an amazing read coming up from Rocks with that upper, just connecting early with the tip of Sheik's feet, 36%. The punish with the up tilt that doesn't lead to anything right there. The recovery and the air that gets interrupted by that needle, 68. He wants to put game number 5 on the table, my dear snacks, and I'm so hungry for it, but let's be just careful. Let's not sing too early, because that was such a dangerous situation.
Okay. Cali got the backer, but not completely. Would not be killing Rocks, or would not be taking that first stock, or second stock, my bad, from Rocks. Right now, 104. Cali is outside. Gets the down tilt. Gets the fair to send to the right side, but sadly, Rocks does not find another continuation to end that stock. So now, 95%. Cali gets hit once more for the back here. And both players are in high percentage, but Cali is getting closer on losing that stock. A weird interaction, and Cali still recovers because he tanked those.
Oh my god. Cali is never missing a tech right there, but what he is missing too is those backers that have been the MVP throughout this game number 4, 144%. The bounce of the platform actually saves him in that situation right there. Remember that Sheik does not have a kill throw, but what she does have is that backer that works just as well, and we're back to 1 stock apiece, my dear snacks.
Match point for Rocks, and just a tying situation from Cali. Both players are in double digits. 35 is the higher percentage right now. Cali is on the loser side, but this time 50%, 54. Look how Rocks maintains composure, very calm down. The recovery from Cali will be getting affected by Rocks getting that fair, and only 68. Needles are in charge, trying to find the down. Ooh, ay Dios mío, the down special, but not close. 80% on Cali, and slowly but surely those percentages are going up, and the up smash tries to find it so he can end it quick, but not there.
Both of these players are just trying to get into their respective zones so much, but at the same time just being so respectful of the regions and the frame data for each character. 66% versus 95. Almost both of them are kill percentage right now. My dear Snack, this is where things can get really tricky. Oh my god, the bounce once again is going to be enough. Was it? No, it wasn't enough, but the hit of the nair was enough to put the game number 5 on the table. Cali jumps out and the control got disconnected too, because wow, that was so hard. Well, he was written like, oh my god, what just happened? Did I just mess it up? But
I just know, Sid. I just know if this happened elsewhere, there would have been something different going on. But Rox is a sports player, man, and he knew that he lost that. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna calm down. You know, I haven't won yet. Let me calm down. Let's take a breather. Let's get a breather and continue to the next match. And that's gonna be Fox and Sheik and Sid. Game 5, man. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too right now, my dear Snack. That was so hype. My heart is just running right now because we get to see base characters smash with just pure hitting, just as the old days, you know, before the old DLCs. And I mean, I love the DLC, but watching this type of sets just brings the nostalgia, you know.
See, you know, exactly that's it. Like, as I said on the second match, like, watching these types of characters playing, it gives you the nostalgia. A lot of brawling in these types of game, and we've been seeing a lot of good matches right now. So it's going to be 75% on Cali. Cali getting the high percentage, and Rox is determined to continue and play on that losers semifinals to secure at least a 4th place. But for now, back here on Cali, and this time Cali is trying to concentrate and maybe just eliminate that first stock.
That's right, 120%. And there's something that I want to talk about, but after the set is finished, because I've seen a little bit of a revolt in the chat with how a control disconnect equals a loss. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit when the set is over. But for now, let's focus on what we have on screen right now, and it's the punish from Rock's at 50% already. But what we've seen throughout this whole set is that Cali feels so comfortable with those red numbers, and yeah, the main struggle with Sheik is that she can kill in these percentages, and the Sakurai combo that doesn't kill either.
Dude, that was a good side B2 upper. Sadly, as you said, not going to be taking that stock. Both players in a very high percentage, although Fox, in my personal opinion, he's on a very high percentage. Needs to be eliminated as soon as he can, but this time gets the jab to the right side. Of course, not going to be destroying that stock. Side B2 recover. We get right back. A good recovery from Cali, preventing any further damage. And the jab once more taking Cali to the right side. Let's go right back. Dash attack not close. Back there is going to make that move untackable.
That's right, untakeable. That's how he likes it, because he knows that Cali has been taking each and every one of his punish attempts throughout this whole set, my dear Snack. But right now, 124%. Is it going to last, or is it going to get punished by Cali? It's only 8% already. He needs to take this stock as soon as possible without being dealt so much damage.
Well, let's see right now, as you said, high percentage from Rox. Let's see if Cali could try to find an opportunity to just do a bagger or maybe an up smash to eliminate that stock. But Rox is being very safe on his options, although he's on a very high percentage, 154. Needles are going to be hitting for 39%. And once more, Rocks is going to be playing the safe gameplay and is only finding those true combos that we are seeing it right now. 79 to 83. And another nair to send Cali outside up air for the down smash. Last stock for Cali. A match point for Rocks going to that loser semifinals.
Going to that loser semifinal, they're just right, but Cali just one stop right there. He has one more stock to work against 2 full stocks from Rocks. Who wants it more? Who will get this? And there we have it. Bread and butter, 2 uppers in a row. The Shark King, he wants to deal as much damage as possible to close out Rock's second stock and be able to have a chance to put on this win on his side. But Rocks just won't stop the punishes right there off the stage with the dash attack, putting him off stage. Oh my god, this is really dangerous for Cali right there, because one edge punish like the ones that we've seen throughout the set could mean the stock for him.
I'm entertained. Chat is entertained. The spectating scene is entertained, and I know those VODs are going to be huge. But that up smash from Cali was even bigger than we expected. Although Cali is 91%, there is an opportunity to recover. Although we don't have a jump, we need to get that recovery. Good recovery from Cali, just Matrix seeing Rocks and gets down to fair. And let's see what Cali could do, resetting neutral.
That's right, the neutral reset right there, 110%, and F-Mash, just the pure raw F-Mash within Rock's face at that early percentage. He misses the Sharking with the upper, barely 26% versus 116, but you know, we've been talking about it, we talked about this before. Rocks can kill, Sheik can kill, I mean, and this is where things get tricky, because he's an up smash away from losing the stock. Near conversion or downward conversion can mean the stock for Rocks.
I am almost up my feet. I think Rocks could lose this if Cali just concentrates a bit more longer and maintains a little bit more patience, a little bit of an interaction. This time Rocks is going to be hitting and the backer. This game, a little pop-off from Rocks to eliminate Cali on this game 5. We have a loser semi-finals player already there, and we are going to go right now. Seeing greatness. We just saw the first game 5 of this top 8, and that was in losers quarterfinals. Rocks almost losing against Cali, and Cali de eso. Vamos.
Oh my god, he's rocking once again, he's vibing once again. He's not top. I definitely need his playlist for sure, Snack, because I haven't jammed to anything like that ever in my life. But right now, let's see how they jam against each other in this game number 1, Dr. Mario versus Alex. And you know, JaZaR has been the man of the moment right there. Doctor of the people, the good doctor. So let's see if he has what it takes to take on this unbearable pressure that Steve, in this case Alex, can apply.
And using the words you said, pleasure in this case, I think Shad would love to have the pleasure to see JaZaR going right now against Rocks. But let's go slowly but surely. It's going to be Manny and JaZaR. Already Manny taking that first stock from JaZaR, 65%, and Manny is just going all in with the stone items. Up tilt to back air, and the TNT trying to use the Ole or the coat to put it against Manny. However, 84%. JaZaR is just having a little bit of a struggle on how to start this stock, and that's going to be an up air to get the hit, and the anvil still will be hitting on JaZaR.
That's right, and he gets the second stock from JaZaR. It's looking a bit dangerous, because once again, this is one of those matches that we are pretty sure that Dr. Mario just hates. But we said the same about Min Min just earlier on, and wait, we're over here right now. So let's see if JaZaR has something figured out for Alex in this situation. Oh my god. That interruption with the blocks was what caught him off guard, and because I'm pretty sure JaZaR just wanted to do the cape and grab the ledge immediately, but instead he got interrupted by those blocks.
Bueno, mano. I just know that was a 3-stock. That was just a 3-stock. Manny is on a rhythm. Dude, what the hell is going on with Manny? He's like dancing. He's enjoying life right now. We gotta ask him later on. I'll tell one of my friends to ask Manny what is he hearing, because dude, he's just enjoying the vibes right now.
That's right. He's definitely just vibing right there, and he, even though he's playing, he's still vibing. So wow, that is definitely power of the music. Some sing type of aura right there. 108% immediate confirm with the up smash. You know it's going to take out Dr. Mario's stock almost immediately. 30%, 15 with that minecart. Let's see if JaZaR can just make it out and put a game number 3 on the table. Game number 2, I mean.
All right, it's whatever. 89% on Manny. Gets up smash, but still survives, going right back on the left side anvil. It's going to be activated, and the gold items are in the hands of Manny. And that gold is feeling like a number 1 right now. So let's see that back air. Lovely from JaZaR, finally taking that first stock, but getting affected immediately on a 90% from Alex from Minecraft.
That's right, but there's next 119%. Dr. Mario with Rage, if he can get within Alex zone, is with things can get really good for the MD position. You know, it's 6% already, but no hard punish coming up from Manny's side in this situation. The pill, but the amble connects and takes out Manny's second stock.
All right, it's going to be 12%, 21% on Manny. Manny has diamonds in hand, and diamonds are also the number 1 thing that the winners want. So let's go on the air. And right side with 62%, JaZaR is not looking good, man. I don't know what's gonna happen to JaZaR, but it's getting punished all the time by Manny.
That's right, the side B, I mean the neutral B that doesn't get punished. 91% already. Oh, and the Emble just barely clanking with that out smash in that situation. It's dangerous. We're gonna see a forward throw right there. Manny wants to put, JaZaR wants to put Manny off stage to have a chance to punish him. Steve just jumping around with the blocks and trying to hard punish with that diamond F smash, and the shield was looking so low, just like a skill, but the cape is going to be just enough. That's what we like to see, because that was a really funny setup. I mean, every cape setup is just funny, you know.
I know people in chat are saying, please, JaZaR, come on, wake up.
What?
He got the fair. He understood. He heard chat.
What?
And he is going to take game number 2. Chat, your energy is going to be given right back to JaZaR, because JaZaR needs it right now. He wants your energy. So please raise your hands up and give that energy to JaZaR right now.
I just love how he immediately stopped vibing and he went into full focus mode right now. He was like, okay, this is not jammy anymore. And he is aware of JaZar's power and the kill potential that Dr. Mario has under that white coat right there. 68-70% already being dealt. The cape is going to be the MVP, and right now JaZaR has realized that he can cape the anvil. He just needs to time it a little bit better, and that will be so huge during this match.
I know, as you said, Manny ain't having fun no more. I think he put pause on his headphones, or he's hearing maybe rock to get a little bit mad. But that fair to the left side, diamonds in his hand, the anvil. Yeah, that was basic Steve options right there. So I thought it's gonna get punished. Only 36 of damage on that second stock. Well, that's a lot of work that JaZaR needs to do right now. So the blocks are going to be a pretty stone blocks in this case. Diamond still in hand. We still have a crazy of amount of iron to use, and the Cyclone is going to be shielding that option from Manny.
And see, this is what I've been telling you. What happens right now is that now that JaZaR has realized that he can punish with the cape, and Manny has noticed that too, he's not just throwing that around as freely and as easily as he would have done in the last set. 95%. Manny has the advantage right now. I mean, JaZaR has the advantage and manages to close out Manny's second stock. Doctor rises once again.
I love how he uses the code just to put Manny looking farther where the death box is and gets that stock. The minecart is going to be appearing. He writes it right back and still hits JaZaR. And JaZaR needs to be a bit more patient when he approaches. That's what Manny wants. Like, Manny is getting JaZaR, trying to bait JaZaR to get close by. Now JaZaR is on the other side of the spectrum, and slowly but surely, the percentage from JaZaR will be disappearing to that third stock. So Manny is just getting a little bit of resources. That iron resources is going up. And you see, man, dude, you got to be more patient against Manny. Like, Manny wants that. That's what he wants.
Exactly, that's what he wants, and you know, it's pretty difficult for Dr. Mario to approach because the pills just get totally nullified by the walls right there. And even though he has something figured out with the anvil and the minecart right there, Manny just figured out something even better, which is just a wall of blocks that won't allow Dr. Mario to do the pill combo. But off stage, Steve is a punished Steve, but he manages to survive just barely. The air dodge, the cape. What? Oh, is it going to be over? Yeah, this is over. That hits like a truck.
Well, I'm going to repeat this. I think people in chat are not raising their hands up. The energy has not been transferred to JaZaR, and this game went to his side. If you want JaZaR to win, you got to raise your hands up. And if you want Manny to win, you got to vibe. You got to vibe with him with the music. Right now, Manny is just sitting down. I'm not going to say he's stalling, but JaZaR is like, come on, man, let's move. Come on. I want to go to the other match.
That's right. He doesn't want to lose. He has built up all these difficult matches that has come along the way for his side of the bracket, and this is just another one of them. Steve is definitely one of Dr. Mario's worst matchup, but as I mentioned before, we said that about Min, and he's vibing once again. Let's see. People are raising their hands or vibing with Manny. See who takes this game number, or if JaZaR has what it takes to put a game number 5 on the table, because he is the doctor of people right now.
Este juego tiene sazón. Sazón on the right side from Manny. Clearly vibing on this set. And the first thing I'm gonna say, Sid, the change of scenery, we should have seen it on the second match, or on the third match, my bad. Once JaZaR start one, he would have went like, let me ban PS2. I don't want to go back to PS2 because I lost there. And guess what? They went back to PS2 and they lost. You know? So we need to pay attention on those stage selections.
FD, it's a pretty... I mean, I don't feel comfortable, but you know, the one who's there at Tope at Delfino Raza is JaZaR, so he definitely got something figured out right now for Steve on this stage. 95 versus 90%. Okay, let's see, he's working right now, he's moving, he wants to hard punish. Whenever Steve is at the ledge is where he wants to take him off guard and he close out the stock with a hard hit, whereas there is a smash attack or a backer as we've seen before, but it doesn't connect with that footstool attempt. He wanted it so bad. The trump, once again, Manny was just aware, but he wasn't aware of that. The back air that gets Alex first stock.
Oh, all right. Oh, never mind. So we're gonna be trading some stocks right there, and both players are an even percentage, even stock, and JaZaR is gonna get a little bit of a drive through from that minecart, but Diamonds are in the sky. Here we go. Hazard gets a dash attack. 39 gets back here. 30% of damage on that backer. Man, such crazy stats from that backer. So let's calm down. Let's keep throwing those Tylenols, those Advils, but we are getting those painkillers from that pickaxe from Manny.
That's right. Nice spot dodge coming up from HaZaR's part right there. The anvil getting interrupted and not quite getting the second anvil to close out. HaZaR second stuck the anvil at the ledge. Is a pretty dangerous combination, but once again, it's 2 anvils in a row, and this is the thing that I was talking about next. In FD, you can definitely mine a lot of iron, and 2 anvils in a row is nothing for Steve that's mining iron constantly.
All right, 126, 101 diamond is in the inventory of Manny, so if we lose this stock, we will be having diamond once more. Let's throw that crafting table off the table, and let's go right back to that second stock. And that second stock from HaZaR is looking quite cautious, quite dangerous. 126. Manny is trying to find a jump from HaZaR to find a back air to end that stock, but HaZaR finally going a little bit more patient, and the selection of the stage was just no platforms, and there's no way you have the higher ground against me. That recovery from HaZaR could have been punished, but again, we did not expected that recovery. So HaZaR slowly but surely getting some percentage, Sid.
That's right, slow but steady wins the raid, they say over there, my dear Snacks, and he's definitely working, gets punished by that diamond backer, which we all know that hits like a truck, 73%, but oh my god, the dash attack just hits so hard and almost at back to even, and now he is at 76%, and F-Match could end all of this. He needs to be really careful. One stock, oh my god, he wanted it so bad right there.
99%. The hands.
Oh my god!
Yeah, the hands were not in the air. The hands were not in the air, and in this, wait, what? Wait, hold up. Wait. You
didn't see what happened? He caped the anvil. He caped the anvil last second, and he got game number 5. Oh my god!
Wait. This is cinema. This is cinema. I got juked. I definitely got juked. I thought HaZaR lost. So the hands were in the air. HaZaR is breathing. Hey, calm down. HaZaR is breathing once more. Once more. He is going to game 5 against Manny. Again, I got juked. Dude, what the hell?
If you blinked, you missed it, because that anvil got frame perfect cape by HaZaR and got the game number 5. Wow. Wow.
Dude.
Wow, I'm at a loss for words right now.
Right now, Sid, I have a bowl of popcorn right next to me. You know why?
Why?
Because this is cinema.
This is absolute cinema. Es cine. Es demasiado cine lo que estamos viendo. What we're seeing right now is just too much. In the last seconds of the match, he gets that cape. What? But right now, let's focus on game number 5. The hard punish. Oh my god, those B were a little bit dangerous, my dear HaZaR, and you're going to get kind of punished, but not enough. Once again, the cape. No. Oh my god.
No. Calm down, Sid.
You're
getting excited. Hey, and I understand, Sid, because that was just a crazy call out. A crazy call. Even I didn't expect that. Like, I got juked, man. But it's okay. Let's go right back. 100% from HaZaR already in that third stock. 84. Getting that cape. Sadly, not going to be hitting with the up smash, but this time Manny's going to be hitting with that that forward smash. He's getting some a little bit of inventory, and it was waiting for that TNT to explode. So we are resetting neutral.
That's right. We are resorting the neutral right now, my dear snack. I'm still. My heart's rushing right now. I'm just at the edge of my seat to see who's going to get this game number 5 because we just saw that both of these players wanted Manny with the vibing, JaZaR with the pills, the prescriptions, and the capes that are working just so good for him. But what an amazing pressure coming up from Manny's right now.
All right, so let's keep it close by because a backer almost and JaZar's first stock, 89% on Manny. Manny gets the TNT, and JaZaR needs to jump. And what a good call up with the pills to prevent Manny from attacking. That backer almost affecting JaZaR as well. Gets the pills. The block will be helping JaZaR, and no upper. Ay, contra almost got the opportunity that confirmed to take that first stock from Manny, but sadly a bit far.
That's right, a bit too far, and I wasn't sure that Steve would have been able to air dodge in that situation, but you learn something new every day, and yeah, that was unfortunate right there. But we got the metal and the gray blocks, you know, the concrete blocks right there that interrupted Dr. Mario's recovery, but not this backer 2 stock apiece snacks.
All right, it's gonna be 2 stock apiece, as you said. Sid, we are going back. Boom, bam. The only one upper will be hitting. The Cyclone sadly will give an opportunity to Manny get those hits with the diamonds, and JaZaR knows that that's just a lot of percentage gifted, not even given, gifted to Manny. So 55% gets grabbed down. Boom, the backer for 77%. The up smash almost gimping that shield on Manny. The cape almost make that work as well, and just Manny getting those attacks at 111%. Sid, I am so scared for both players because this is a back and forth.
This is definitely a back and forth, as you mentioned, my dear snacks. None of these players want to give out the second stock, even percentage, just by 0.3 difference right there. Red numbers, and both of them hit like a truck. Who's going to get this stock number 2? I believe the one who gets this stock number 2 is the one who might get the set. Snacks, what do you think about it?
Ooh, that's a good hot take, and I agree. Sometimes it's like that. By paper, en papel, las cosas se ven así. That's how sometimes it's looked at. And JaZaR finds the backer. And if we go what you're saying, Sid, JaZaR could eliminate Manny, and there's no more loser side to call. Manny is 2 stocks to eliminate JaZaR, and JaZaR is just on match point. So let's see who's going to be taking it. JaZaR looking for the Cyclone. He finds it, 42%. Not a lot of inventory for Manny, but Manny finds a way to take JaZaR really far from that ledge.
That's right, and this is where JaZaR needs to hard punish Alex because he's out of materials right there. Don't let him JaZaR, but Manny won't just stop Manny. He wants the stock. He wants to close out JaZar's second stock because he wants to move on this tournament. Delfino, Raza, that fair was so close to hitting Manny. He's just applying so much pressure right now at the ledge with the backers, the walls, with the iron blocks right there. He doesn't quite find an opening from JaZaR, but he finds it right there and puts the 1-to-1 in stocks, my dear snacks.
Yeah, that was just a bit of a slow movement, but JaZaR still has an opportunity, although Manny has diamonds, and this is basically like a 3-time damage given from Alex, the Minecraft character, of course. So let's do an air. Let's try to find an opportunity to punish, and that up smash is a little bit close by. The Cyclone is going to be given to Manny, and Manny gets the up air. All right, so here we go. Boom, shakalaka. The force match is going to be missing right now. JaZaR sending Manny to the left side. Maybe a punish. The Minecraft will be affecting JaZaR, and JaZaR is in dangerous places. Calm down. And
yeah.
That's going to go back here. Manny, of course, will be popping off, eliminating JaZaR, and continuing to the next round here in Delfino, Raza. It's going to be against MH Rocks.
That's right. And
interesting play, interesting moves, and of course, we know how skilled that Piranha plan is in the side of Spargo, so it won't be short of surprises as we head into the first game.
Well, you know, the plan is something we've seen a few times now, and like I said, Spargo, the kind of player to take these weird characters to the top, but he is still facing against, in contrast, I mean, WaKa has been piloting the Luigi nearly solo for quite some time now, so there is some consistency in what Spargo can expect out of WaKa versus what WaKa can expect out of the plant.
Now it seems that looking at it, WaKa is trying to find one of those backers, but it will be Spargo that finds no. Ooh, they really wanted it, but unfortunately falls a bit short. Gets a little bit. Never mind. That up B seals the deal. First stock goes in favor of WaKa.
If I'm WaKa right now, I am definitely celebrating that I got that stock, but make no mistake, he's still getting punished quite heavily. That percentage speaks for itself. It's going to be a bit harder for Spargo to find a confirm, however, as WaKa has definitely played against this plan a few times now. At least the Patui won't be as easy to land, but there's the back air. A pretty slow one, but a very effective kill move too, and Spargo makes this even in terms of stocks, but can he start the combos? That's my question. WaKa's very good at playing around that space.
That poison is going to start slowly but surely start putting a dent into WaKa, but look at that. Oh, wanted to go and overextend a little bit when we know that Spargo knows his DI, but that's the Luigi Cyclone, but there's not a stock to be taken as Spargo knows his way with the DI. Wanted to do a little bit of air dodge that could have landed on the platform, but not quite enough. Great parry into an up smash. There's the second stock. Spargo now on this last stock.
And Spargo, unfortunately, has not found those combos, those same ones that I was talking about. Perhaps the poison will help him every so often to rack up some percentage on WaKa, but the problem is finding those confirms. I don't think the back air is going to be online every single time. Eventually, WaKa will learn how to space around that. And of course, WaKa is going to consistently put Spargo on the edge. And look, he doesn't mind taking a little bit of damage as long as it puts Spargo off stage once again. And then he can go for those edge guards. But there you go, there's another backer. He does land one, but not quite the stock. Oh, and he was banking everything on that down air.
Everything was on the line. I really like how he was doing, but now with that quick movement, it will end that second stock. WaKa now on his last stock, but of course the advantage is going to be remaining on the side of WaKa so far, as Spargo is on 100%. Wanted to go for the grab. Spargo can switch it up really quickly, but like you said, oh, the up smash won't be connecting. Great down smash, and now off the situation by WaKa. And now we reset to the neutral, but a 40-50% lead, or even more, in favor of WaKa so far. Oh, it's stressing.
Definitely stressful if you are WaKa, even more so if you're Spargo with 140%, but WaKa consistently going for the backer and he cannot find one of his own. I love how Spargo goes to charge the down B as well. If you recall, if Piranha Plant crouches and you try to footstool, it can actually hit you. And look at this, WaKa cannot seem to land the final stock, but there you have it. The down B extends the hurt box so much, and Spargo is gonna eat a little bit of damage from that. Not quite the stock yet. And again, the longer WaKa takes to take the stock, the stronger Spargo is going to get. He's already at max rage. Back here near the edge should do the trick, but WaKa will not put himself in that situation. Could go to anybody, but an up smash could also do it. Up smash situation, no sir. Could have also been an up throw. WaKa, oh no! He's getting the Patui. Not dead yet.
Oh my god, off the situation. He didn't have a jump. He didn't have a jump, and unfortunately WaKa falls down to his death. And the first game goes in favor of Spargo. And like you said, the more he takes, the more time WaKa takes to take down Spargo, the more powerful he gets. But we wasn't mentioning that it was also not only counting for rage, but also how he was going to end him. And with this first game, it has become slowly but surely just an amazing play, but just how he was able to deny him that kind of win and just snipe him and literally just play around that.
Yes, there's just patience that really characterizes Spargo from time to time. I mean, he can also pop off and go out and aggressive with characters like Cloud. I'm not super sure if Piranha Plant lends itself to that same playstyle. It's definitely more of a trap setter character, so you kind of need to work on your setups a lot more versus Cloud swinging. But still, WaKa can punish hard, and so far he has not found those openings. If there's one thing that Spargo learned real fast, it was Piranha Plant's weaknesses and how to play around them.
Offset situation, able to recover, and now it's time for some WaKa combos. Denied absolutely, being thrown, the misfire, going to allow it. What a conversion, incredible up B. Just parrying the neutral B, the spike ball, and then using that momentum to just throw in that up B. The Luigi cyclone not going to be enough. Both players at a basically even percentage. But the spot touch is going to be enough for Spargo to punish with a forward smash, and now, well, that up B is going to seal it. Even stock, even percentage.
Hey, here's one more thing to keep in mind! Oh my god, Luigi still made it back! Goodness gracious, that up B is deceiving. And also, there might be a Scared to Death online here! No, not quite hitting the down air, but it does put Spargo way out of the stage, and there could be another down air! No, WaKa just keeps on spamming the down tilt and not quite hitting it. I was about to say, Piranha Plant is one of the top 10 heaviest characters in the game. So it's also going to be a little bit harder for WaKa to find the kills with the up B, the sweet spot up B. You're gonna have to work a lot harder for it, so the percentage needs to rack up. You do not really have too many guarantees against the plant.
I really like how Spargo utilizes those, every single like throwable that Piranha Plant has, like side B and that neutral B, and it makes it so WaKa has a little bit more of a hard time to recover. Whoa, I really liked what he was doing, but with that, it is going to be ending that second stock. WaKa now on his last stock on this second game, and just like that, Luigi, WaKa able to up-B him out of the way and take that second stock. And like I said previously, third stock, even percentages. Let's see who will be able to walk away with victory.
It appears that it might just be Spargo once again, but hey, WaKa, he at least has a slight lead in the percentage. But the problem is, those combos that Luigi usually puts up, I think that Spargo can mitigate them, but it seems like this is not his stock, honestly. WaKa has been doing a pretty good job at finding him on the landing situation, and I love how much Spargo crouches with the plant, knowing that the food still will be punished if WaKa were to try to go for that. WaKa, though, man, kind of whiffing a few options, but there you go, landing right onto his shield, and Spargo is going to eat an up B. At that percentage, that was pretty much a guaranteed kill. Like I said, Piranha Plant, pretty heavy, but it doesn't make you invincible. And WaKa makes this an even game. If things go south, if we go to a game 5, I think we will see the Cloud come through, or maybe even Pyron Mithra, Cloud possibly. But we're still a few games away from that for Zilla. I'm not sure if Spargo is going to claim the lead here. WaKa does seem to have some solid adaptation going.
It all depends, right? We see that Spargo was committing some mistakes, and he was actually, most if not all of the stocks were taken by landing next to it. We know that Piranha Plant is not a really wide damage, doesn't have a sword, it's not Fire Emblem, so it kind of makes sense. But every single occasion that WaKa had the opportunity to punish with an up B, he used. I mean, that's how we got the second and third stock. So now we're heading to final. It is going to be with the counter pick of Spargo. So let's see how both of these players handle. And with no platform, that means Luigi doesn't have the ability to be a little bit of a sneaky as it was with those platforms. And so far, 68% in the first 15 seconds of the match to make it 73. And that could have been it, but still Spargo racking up damage and making sure WaKa makes sure gets sniped, and 0 to death. Only, what do you like 30 seconds?
Pretty much. A little under that, but it was a perfect stock. A pretty solid showing from Spargo to start out. What's interesting here is that this has been a tournament with a lot of Final Destination so far. I mean, it was mostly selected by JaZaR whenever he was playing, but Final Destination has come through a lot of times, and it's a stage that doesn't get that much selection as of recently, but still, good on them if they know how to play it. WaKa here, though, playing a much more solid stock, but still at a deficit. both in percent and stock, so that's definitely going to ring some alarms. Spargo having a much easier time getting into his face, and that's a 2-stock lead for Spargo right now. He should be going this. Yeah, he should be going from that kind of exchange. It is going to lead into an upbeat sweet spot, but now Spargo still a full stock ahead, and eventually maybe even with the percent lead once more, and oh, he could have gotten it, but WaKa puts up the neutral air hitbox just in time to win that exchange, but it's not going to be a long-lasting lead.
Oh, there we go. Only a 74% lead for Spargo right now, as WaKa has completely destroyed that stock. Wanted to go for the snipe. Look at that, the downer. This won't be it. It won't be enough, but still, WaKa is now in control. Has a Spargo on the ledge. Is not allowing him to recover, and just like that, could be looking for the Luigi combo, but unfortunately it won't be the case. Misses entirely with that downer, and now with the dash attack, will be putting once again Spargo on the side of the trying to recover from the ledge, but unfortunately it won't be the case. Now it will be more than likely that WaKa would be looking to get that up B in order to take the stock.
Maybe a setup into it. Oh, it's a down B actually. Not quite going to take the stock just yet. Oh, but the down stroke definitely will. That's going to lead WaKa into his second victory. And he is one game away from Grand Finals on winner's side. Not saying that it couldn't happen ever. WaKa has taken sets of Spargo, of course. But this matchup in particular, I think this will be the last time we see it. If Spargo comes back to Grand Finals, I'm pretty sure he's going to try out Cloud. But hey, for what it's worth, he's putting on some amazing showings with the plants. And WaKa is not yet in Grand Finals. He still needs to win one more game, but this could be it. And also, that was a huge comeback from WaKa. He was down by 2 stocks at some point, and he brought it all the way back.
That's what I was going to mention. WaKa doing an absolute stellar job of just making everything work, but that up B is not going to connect. Spargo able to walk away just in the nick of time, and now as we are looking at an offstage situation, WaKa is starting to rack up damage. Offstage once again, Spargo is trying to look into recover, utilizing the smoke screen to cover himself, but that side B was WaKa's mistake as he gets punished with a downer from Spargo, and now Spargo has taken the lead, and maybe once again the jump is right there, the side B recovers, and the tag, of course, is right there. Both players return to the stage.
I get so surprised whenever Luigi makes it back like that. I keep thinking he's dead, but he can still make some horizontal moves as well. Spargo, though, eager to claim back stage control. He goes back into center. Oh, but WaKa does catch him. Calls his bluff and brings out a down B to find the first stock of Spargo's. And of course, this will be once again a situation in which WaKa needs to make it back from a deficit. But you know what? He did so already. And with 2 stocks of that, I think he's fine for now. But still, he needs to claim that stock pronto.
Not quite in the range, and now we're seeing how these players know their best advantage is to throw those moves, but WaKa is going to get punished in the air by that neutral B that Spargo is going to throw. Now Spargo is off stage. WaKa is trying to camp him, trying to deny the possibility of him recovering to the stage, but it won't be the case. Ooh, I really like how WaKa maintains its pace. His spacing is almost perfect. He knows that he needs to wait for Spargo to commit a mistake in order to punish him. Ooh, wanted to go for the grab, and back throw, but unfortunately won't be the case. And Spargo is now starting to punish WaKa as he has it completely off stage, and this could be one that WaKa will remember as our game 5 is starting to look over the horizon, but the WaKa denies him entirely, takes off that second stock, and now we're on the last stock situation.
And WaKa feels the risks of approaching Spargo like this. The Patui should come through real soon. Patui thrown out, and it does hit WaKa. But Spargo usually retreats. He does not go for the offstage edge guard so much. He instead would rather go like this. Play the header. It's going to be a gol de cabeza by Spargo, and it takes us into game 5. And if you ask me, Final Destination isn't really it. I'm hoping that WaKa is going to choose another stage. A legal one, though. I would love to see Great Bay, but that's not a legal stage.
Let's make it legal. 2025, start of 2026 season, let's make Red Bay legal. Hashtag make Red Bay legal. Oh, wow. He chose Mario Maker. But still, we are now heading into town and city, so it is quite a pick there. Makes sense. And I can see WaKa choosing it for a reason. So I really want to see what kind of crazy Luigi techs can be made here. And if Spargo is able to counterweight them, so to speak.
I mean, at least I do enjoy the fact that he is going to maybe capitalize off of the platforms if he gets to extend his combo game. That is, he will bring Spargo upwards. And look, Spargo is avoiding the platforms himself. He is rather considering like ornaments instead of real stage elements. And so far so good. The pressure that WaKa is putting onto Spargo is definitely paying dividends. You can see it in the percentage. And the Z, the projectile, is actually doing some mileage too, but Spargo is still on stage and now he controls him. And there's a Patui, and this could be a downer. No, it's not a downer. It's actually the slipperiness of WaKa's recoveries. But there you go. Spargo finally catches him up stage.
Oh, Spargo, WaKa wanting to raid that drop from the platform in order to make a quick spike, but unfortunately it won't be the case. He won't be able to make it, but still, 37% so far. This could be it. There's the down B, the Luigi cycle, not gonna be quite it. Oh, the pick actually working against him with that high ceiling, and Spargo just utilizing that to his favor for another one. Yeah, you're close to the ledge. What did you expect? Of course, you're going to be eating a blast zone for dinner at this time because it's a little bit late, but still making sure WaKa takes a little bit of distance and, well, at the same time takes every single movement, but as far as possible, but not as to overextend, because he knows that Spargo is able to just punish them correctly, and he can overextend to that punish because, well, he's Spargo.
He's still taking his measures, though. I mean, what I like from Spargo is that after that first stock, he has taken his sweet time before approaching WaKa. Like, he would rather hang on to his own space and let WaKa come to him. And that's why he's crouching so much, too. He's trying to consistently bait WaKa into footstooling him. To no avail so far, but still, it could work in his favor. Also, WaKa's approaching kill percent to an up throw. So if he lands poorly, that could result in a shield grab and an up throw from Spargo's side. Either that, or just a very solid punish out of shield. Oh, no. But it seems that WaKa... Oh, actually, wow, really? That killed? All right. Well, Spargo has lead now, and WaKa is maybe on his last stock of winner's side.
WaKa about to make it almost even. He's just waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike, and not going to be quite enough. WaKa has to retreat. That poison is taking him to a very high percentage, and he needs to stay away from that. Another one, Luigi Cyclone, that won't be doing it, as well as an up smash that fails. WaKa is starting to enter in panic mode. He's starting to start throwing some moves that are not going to be beneficial, trying to go for it. Oh, what a tech! What an amazing tech, able to live just a little bit longer, but that stock from Spargo is going to be causing issues, but with that trade is going to be enough to take down that stock. But with 123%, things are looking desperate and dire for WaKa, as he wanted to go for that misfire.
An uncharacteristic misread from Spargo, or misinput, as he went for a dash attack that really had no place. He could have ended things then and there, but still. Oh, at that kind of height, up throw might do it. Low key, if Spargo finds WaKa on the top platforms, or maybe here? No, not quite, but still a little bit more height, and that could have been it. That's what I'm telling you. At that kind of percentage, up throw might just do the trick, and Spargo could be fishing for that, or a back air, or just a forward air as you get up from the ledge, and that's gonna do it. Spargo makes it into Grand Finals with Piranha Plant, taking us to Game 5. I mean, it's not going to be an easy matchup at all. WaKa has his number on a few strategies. He knows Spargo. He has been playing with him for so long, so I'm not surprised at all that he does know his tricks, even with the Piranha Plant.
Absolutely. I mean, we just saw what basically was a Game 5 scenario that we were just eager to see, and when
he will do it when aggression is on the menu, he will do it. And one thing that I'm very curious about is in the set against JaZaR, he was suffering a ton from a lack of materials. And mostly, when you're lacking iron, you are definitely nerfed as Steve, as you don't have access to anvil or minecart. But still, he was able to make things work, holding back when needed. And of course, when you have the diamond tools, it makes things a lot easier.
Absolutely. So if Rock is able to maintain the pressure on Manny, so that he can farm as much materials as possible, then there might be a slight advantage. That TNT hitting himself, but still not going to be quite enough, or rather nothing. Great charge smash. He knows his timing, but still, that minecart is going to be causing a lot of trouble, and of course going to be a big distractions, as well as those blocks, since unfortunately they are going to be just like mines placed around, and well, also at the same time like stage hazard, because you can jump, you can collide with them, you can everything, and they will remain there for a while, so the blocks need to go.
Just gonna say, when I first saw that Steve was in a platform fighter, and he was able to make his own platforms, I was like, dude, that is broken in itself, because you're regaining resources when you land on those. You get your double jump back, you can up B again and whatnot. Like, you're making your stage as it goes. Nobody else can do that. And what I love about the way the Rox plays, he is once again, much like JaZaR, trying to force Manny into mining a lot more, into running out of materials. And by the way, if you break the crafting table, you're going to force Steve to use and burn more materials. So the more you can go through that, the better. The less inventory Steve has, the better for you. Granted, the diamond tools are still a huge buff to that character.
Indeed, 100%. And now, as we're seeing now, Manny has run once again out of materials, but still is going to be hunting for more. Rocks is not going to allow it. The minecart just so quickly to go out, and still the amount of times that Manny has been able to just absolutely ignore rocks for the time being and be able to just farm materials is just a really long time, not allowing rocks to get into a kill position, but allowing Manny rather like that to just hunt for the perfect time to kill. And it's just that gather materials, kill, gather materials, kill, gather materials, minecart, kill. So it's a never-ending cycle that Manny has been exploiting, and so far it has been doing wonders for him.
And don't forget, mine your tools every so often, but when you have them all on the ready, then yeah, you can pretty much ignore the rest. But look at this! Rox once again got Manny to 0 materials and was able to get a couple of confirms from Bouncing Fish into now up air. And that will be the Predilect tool to get all those kill confirms. Either that or up smash, maybe. I mean, Bouncing Fish will kill horizontally, but look at how many times Rox has gone for that, and he is usually met with a minecarts to the face. So it's an unfavorable trade for the most part, but still, he is forcing Manny to use a few more resources than he's comfortable to use. And there's another minecart, 1 piece of iron left, no pieces of iron now, and when you have Steve at 0 iron, again, it's a lot safer to approach from two areas, beneath and sideways. Maybe up the top is a bit harder, but still, you don't have to worry about the minecart and the anvil falling on you.
Right now, Manny has a slight advantage with that percentage, making sure the cart takes him out, but still able to give him a little bit more time to gather those materials up. Rocks making sure that crafting table go, but diamonds once again, and without much to do, well, anvil.
Did you see what Rox just did? I did that too. But yeah, that's just anvil for you. Dropping it down on the block means that the hitbox takes a pause and then it goes back up. So it's also set up to break some shields at times. But yeah, Steve is not lacking options. That's what I'm getting at.
I mean, it was a really tight position to be in. I mean, if I was Rocks, like you said, it would have been everyone at the same time. I mean, really unfortunate, but still, now we're heading into our second game. We should have made like a playlist that makes you jam like Manny those between sets at this point, because he always jams really great.
I don't know what he's listening to though. Like what would Manny listen to? I'm thinking some Living Tombstone. I don't know. I get that vibe.
I get some. Could even be K-pop. I don't know. I could
True,
be
could be K-pop.
Could be K-pop. I mean, it's K-pop is really like catchy, really catchy.
Ever heard of Baby Monster?
Could be.
I don't know. There's this song called Drip. It's pretty good. And it's gonna be in Just Dance. Anyway, he could be listening. He could be listening to some heavy metal though. Who knows? Still, we're going into small battlefield now, and Rocks. I mean, I'm thinking same strat. Make sure that money runs out of those materials or goes through them real fast. And for as long as there's wood in that inventory, I don't think it's that dangerous. But look at how much longer it takes for Manny to get the iron. There you go. It's once again no iron, meaning that he either sets up his walls or he needs to punch him. He actually needs to start boxing, and that's where I think Rox is going to have the advantage, not having to worry about the anvil and or the minecart. The fact that those two burst options aren't around mean that you can definitely box Steve a lot more. Oh, but Manny can still win those.
It all depends. I mean, if he's not falling with the anvil, he surely is falling with the TNT. He doesn't need it. He's going to be farming up and wanted to go and use that wood, those blocks in order to cover Rock's recovery, but still not going to be quite enough. The block disappeared. I think Rock's expecting a little bit of a tech, but unfortunately won't be the case. And now, well, we see that Manny has once again most of those materials, and the diamond sword has been put into play. It's gonna be hard for Rox now, especially when he's in kill percentage.
Well, I mean, kill percent against Steve, I think it starts a lot earlier than usual, given the setups and everything, but still, Rox is going to be able to take care of Manny before he goes down. Oh no! Oh no! This is the second time that's happened in the tournament. Different situations though. The first time it happened, Rox was trying to air dodge into the edge, and then he just missed it. This time, it was out of the fear of getting hit by the anvil, and I think that if you were slightly closer to the big platform, you might have survived, but still, it is what it is. Rox missed out on getting to the stage that one time, and now Manny does not quite have a big advantage, but still, whatever you got, it's good against Rox especially, and this might turn into a bit of a nightmare situation. Fer, he did have a pretty solid lead, and he just kissed it goodbye.
I mean, it all depends. Like, once again, we see that once that Manny starts gaining and obtaining that much iron, he is going to start spending it. We've seen like 15,000 minecarts, 12,000 anvils found on him. The entire economy is just falling down due to inflation, thanks to Manny and mining all that iron. But so far, he's been just trapping Rox where he wants it. I mean, oh, that didn't kill, but he just falls down with an anvil. So if there's an issue, he falls down, anvil. If he's looking to be in danger, minecart. And if he gets thrown out of the anvil, out of the minecart, he throws an anvil. Oh, Sheik Boots looking like a tipper for me, not gonna lie.
Low key, it is, and what I like from Rox is that he has noticed Manny's patterns of when he is going to be in the air for a while, so the upper becomes extra effective. And look, Sheik is still alive after eating that back air, and back air generally such a killer tool from whatever spot of the stage you're in. Dash attack not quite doing it either, with a golden tool and everything, and no diamond crafting yet. Okay, there you got. It's a sword that he's got now on the diamond materials. But look at Rox! Still showing the cojones going all the way, and also recovering out of that, not getting hit by the minecart. And he got hit by the anvil, but of course not gonna do it just yet. There's the second minecart, and now Manny brings this back to even stocks. And Rox is trying to keep on extending, but instead they're going to extend on him! Oh no!
And just like that, the entire lead that Rox had built was completely disappear, and just like that, with a back here, Manny takes the second game and leaves Rox on the verge of saying goodbye of this top 4, as Manny, with that deadly look, is staring into what could be a victory in the books, and of course following through that loser final. What a game.
What a game indeed. But Rox, being the stoic that he usually is, understands that this ain't quite over, but he is thinking, hey, I'm working so hard with Sheik, perhaps a counter pick is on the line? I don't know when was the last time that he brought out Zora, but he did find a few victories with Zora against Manny in the past. And Sephiroth is also on the line, but there you go, it's going to be Sheik once more. This could be a 3-0 favoring Manny, or maybe a reverse 3-0 for Rox, but it has to start real soon. He's going to have to build it one interaction at a time as well. Easier said than done. Manny has definitely gotten his number a few times now, and it seems like this will be no exception. He starts out with a bang, with 57% already.
And the pressure that this player just does is amazing. I mean, Manny knows how to utilize all that pressure and the fear, the sheer pressure and the fear and the anxiety that it can give you just knowing that you are under Steve and he can throw you an anvil, or knowing that he can roll you over with a minecart at any given time just with the press of a single command button. It's literally scaring and pushes a lot of people to choose maybe at most 3 options with the just in case. Like, you could be recovering and there we go. You can get a TNT to her face, or you can get an anvil. But right now, what Manny doesn't have is the TNT for that anvil. Rox knows it, so he is now looking to get more aggressive. But that up smash is going to seal that first stock.
And it will be an advantage for Tampico's own once again. And this time with a little bit of iron, make that 2 extra pieces. He does have some burst options, and oh no. This is what I hate. Whenever I see Rox slightly to the right of Manny or closer to the blast zone than Manny, you already know that Manny is going to make it back onto the stage. Like, there is very little that Rox can do. Maybe a bouncing fish to extend and get some extra percentage, but overall, Manny will have the general advantage. And here's the double parry on the anvil and everything. I mean, again, cojones from Rox, but unfortunately, it's leading to nothing. That's the big problem here. He has barely put any more damage onto Manny, let alone find a kill confirm. Like, it's getting harder as time goes on.
The more you take, the more it's going to take you to punish, and that is going to be how Manny does it. Gets taken down, but still immediately gets thrown to get a little bit of time to craft that diamond equipment. Rox trying to maintain it at bay, but it's not going to be enough. The blocks are just going to be a huge nuisance for him as Rox tries to get rid of them or move and traverse around it, but just can't find a way to do it. The crafting table is almost gone. Rox knows it. Taking it away gives him a little bit of moments, able to survive, but the crafting table is back again down to business. And, well, he blocked it. Okay, there we go. It's free now again, but the anvil, once again, what Manny is looking to get at most is always iron, and at the same time, that redstone that help power up just how strong the minecart hits.
And there would have been a chance. No! Rox, why? Well, very unfortunate situation here for... I'm not saying that Manny is not winning this, but Rox is fighting against himself too. With those 2 SDs that he just gifted Manny on a silver platter. It's been rough seeing that happen. And now, seems like we are headed into losers finals real soon, as Manny just needs to close this one out. A little bit more percent on Rox, of course, will do. But hey, he's even escaping those up airs that were so consistent from Rox earlier. And yeah, I don't think that Rox is going to find any of those kill confirms anytime soon, even at this percent. Look at this. Manny is just climbing back from stage. Oh, he does find a bouncing fish, though, from the needles. Well, there's still a chance. But still, Rox has gifted Manny a few too many stocks. I mean, like, even 1 is too many. He has given 2 now.
Absolutely. It makes it look like we are looking... Oh my god, what a recovery. Makes it look like we are playing a 2 versus 1. It is going to be Rox against Manny and the air touch command in his controller. But so far, right now, Rox making up for his mistakes, keeping really good Manny at bay, and the minecart. Oh my god, the minecart. There we go. That's the punish, but still not going to be enough. Rox is not going down without a fight. He knows the anvil falls down, and his best bet, his best choice is to stand below the platforms so the anvil falls on the platforms and not on himself. No materials. This could be the chance for rocks to attack, but look just like that, the Diamond giving in everything to get and power up once again, now switching to gold.
There's the Diamond too, if he gets a chance to craft. Oh, not needed actually. It's just going to be an anvil once again. Did he pop off? No, I don't think
He disappeared.
He just disappeared, but actually he stood up to shake or at least to fist bump rocks, so it's going to be all chill. He did pop off against JaZaR though. That was a pretty heavy fought set. So now Manny is in losers finals. He defeats Rocks 3-0, and with that, Monterrey is out of the tournament. That's going to be the last defender of the region. He's never not jamming.
It looks like K-pop.
Yeah, could be. Maybe last twice. Could be last twice. Momo the twice. But still, we will find out soon. Somebody's bound to ask Manny what he's listening to. Either way, let's get down to business, because Luigi, Steve, never an easy matchup. And again, you can't really say that any character versus Steve is easy, but Luigi generally has it pretty rough when having to break those blocks. Granted, we, of course, have some prime examples of top-tier Luigis doing some solid work against Steve's, namely Raru over there in Japan. WaKa defeated Raru at some point, so of course he knows what he's doing. And now this might actually turn into a pretty big combo, but no, it seems that Manny knows his DI, so he's just going away.
Wanted to go for that up B, for the up smash, sorry, and the TNT is gonna blow up. Okay, there's no persons in the vicinity. Great parry right there by WaKa in order to get denial to that minecart going. And the spot dodge, once again, WaKa knows his ways around it, and it won't be able to affect him whatsoever. Wanted to go for another one. The minecart this time hits, and Manny still wanting and getting those materials up and down as he gets diamond into the mix, and even more stone. Might as well call himself Dr. Stone. Badumts.
Heard around the world. Still, seems like it's going to be a pretty slow matchup. I think that Manny knows the risk of approaching Luigi nonchalantly, so he will definitely take his time. Granted, Steve's always benefit from taking their time. Like, I don't see too many Steves rushing in for the fight, especially when they don't have diamond tools. Not that Steve cannot box without them, but it's definitely a bit of a disadvantage when you don't have your best tools at your disposal. And here WaKa is going to have, he's going to get lucky with a misfire, and that will lead him back in center stage. WaKa also knowing that if he breaks the crafting table, he's going to force Steve to use more materials. So once again, draining that inventory. That's what you want to see. And look at that, even avoiding the amble and the minecart, avoiding pretty much everything that Manny's throwing at him.
What a tech!
And Tech King, oh my god!
What a tech it was. The block was almost gone, and it helped WaKa stay alive for a couple of more moments, as he is not going down without a fight, utilizing that plunger to its full potential. There's not going to be a punish defer, but still not going to be quite enough, as we now see that he is setting up great way to use the amble, but unfortunately not going to be quite as expected to work that way. The backer, once again, WaKa is having Manny where he wants it, takes yet another stock, and we are now looking at a last stock situation as Manny is starting to gain up those materials that he needs. He has the diamonds, he had everything, and WaKa is making sure he gets rid of the crafting table, but Manny just spawns it again, and well, 167% to 17%, for the difference is this one stock now.
Hey, but at some point, WaKa had a 2-stock lead, and more power to him for finding that against Steve. Again, the patience paying off. And sometimes you're forced to be patient. Like, what will you do in these kinds of setups where the blocks are on your way? You either keep on hitting them, you've put yourself in lag, Steve can just quickly back air you. There's always a risk to take, but WaKa has been so good at measuring that same risk and not going for anything that he cannot control. Like, there's that one back here on the block, right? But he, instead of breaking it, he makes the other one weak so that Manny cannot go in and attack him either. Like, he is smart at using Manny's own blocks against him at times. But unfortunately, he does find himself running into a few too many attacks, so you can see it building up in his percentage. And of course, Manny knows when to back down. It's not all about going forward, I insist. But here's WaKa, down B connects, And he can't seem to hit the second backer now. But still, it's a lead. There's a stock difference, and Manny keeps on taking some percentage of punishment as well.
WaKa making sure he gets a little bit of space, but Manny is going to be throwing down the anvils into him. And just like that, this could be it. Waiting for the air dodge, but the anvil is going to be there. Manny has enough iron for approximately one more or maybe two more anvils. We saw that one block equals one single minecart. And while the percentages are even, the trap is going to be placed. WaKa falls down, and Manny's first game against WaKa with that forward smash.
Sucks for WaKa, as he was definitely playing the patient game. But I do like how Manny recognizes when his opponent enters a laggy state. There's definitely more than a few occasions in which the opponent is just defenseless against whatever Steve is about to put in front of them, and WaKa ran into those traps a couple of times. Now Manny here, he still has to go through 2 more games of that if he wants to make it to Grand Finals. And I think that WaKa has a few tricks up his sleeve. Small Battlefield seems to be the next place we're headed to. And stay hydrated, and stay jamming like Manny if you want to reach top 3 at a national. Still, game number 2, and I think WaKa came out of this one with a ton of learnings, or a lot of new stuff. I just found out about Manny's game plan, but still, we're headed into it, my boy. This ain't over yet.
It is not going to end until one of these two walk out right there to Grand Finals. So this second game is going to be a really one to decide. It will be a decider. We either go to a guarantee game number 4, or we are going to be left into a possible last game 3 and this best of 5. Of course, WaKa having a little bit of issues to accommodating, but still able to get a little bit of a fair. Un cachetadón, but not gonna be quite enough to pull it off. Luigi able to pull through, but the grab. Stone. Still, the anvil is going to cause, and it's causing a lot of distraction and the bad moments for WaKa as he is looking to adapt over it. He killed him with a dash attack.
Just the cachetadas, my boy. Just clap, 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 slap, slap, slap. That's all it takes. And sometimes Luigi's find those kills in very unorthodox ways. But you know what? WaKa has been trying, man. He's been going for those grabs. He's been going for the backers. Maybe even the down Bs. And those might not do the trick, but you know where he is finding Manny vulnerable? On the edge, when he's just getting back. And oh, look at this! The call out of the trajectory in the up B. Going to land right into Luigi's boot. And that's a down smash, sorry, to finish things off. I'm getting 2 rivals pilled here. I keep saying strong instead of smash, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean. And Manny here with 84% on him. Like, WaKa's a different beast here in Small Battlefield.
Absolutely, the counter pick did wonders for him so far. We're looking at a possible 3-stock, and Manny is in trouble. The neutral air is going to be able to, and the anvil is gonna place Manny right in a silver platter just for WaKa to back air and win entirely. Now we're tied up 1 apiece in this series.
And a much faster game too. Oh, apologies for those motorcycles if you heard it. But still, a much faster game. And Manny lasted, what was that? I believe a minute and 53 seconds or so. Like, it just wasn't quite as effective. So, if you are Manny, you're trying to bring WaKa to a bit of a wider stage, and it's going to be Hollow Bastion this time. There's still a platform in play, so I don't think it's going to be, all or nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, not Hollow Bastion. Town and City. Even wider. Granted, I am not super sure how much iron he's going to get in this stage, so maybe WaKa's going to have an easier time playing around Anvil and Minecart if there isn't that much iron to be mined here. I mean, look at the stage. It should be mostly wood, right? He's still going to start out with 3 pieces of iron, though, and oh, he already got 3, so never mind. Maybe it's not that uncommon.
Great parry. So maybe could be possibly looking at WaKa learning the timing to get that of course, only when you're down on the ground level. Great parry. Now it's time for Manny to start racking up some damage. 89% of the situation. The fireball from Luigi is going to ignite the TNT, but still no one is going to be there. It will be explode, and no one is going to be having it. The anvil is placed, but it will be disappearing before the block dissolves entirely. And now this could be one for WaKa of the situation. Side tilt, and I really like how he is starting to place it. And just look how much wood this man has. Oh my god, that's a back here to a stock.
Again, WaKa has been looking for those, and thankfully he is finding them again. If you're a WaKa fan, you're also hoping that he will maybe find a fast stock of those side platforms, or at least forcing money into these kinds of situations. The down air is not enough just yet. Another up B, and yes, Manny will make it back. You need to force him way lower if you want to make sure that Steve gets game. But look at that, it's an up B, an untouchable top up B at that. And this is the third time now that WaKa has been up by 2 stocks. The problem is, the game 1, he did not quite close it out. This might be different, much like last match.
Absolutely, just doing an amazing job. The minecart is not gonna be enough, and I just want to. I saw some comments on the chat. Yes, the stage affects the frequency of what materials you are going to get with Steve. We are seeing it right now. Steve, when he is mining, will be using the axe. That means that he will be mining wood more frequently, and the dirt will be unobtainable due to how just the rate works. Dirt is unobtainable in this map, but you will get more wood to make up the difference for it. But still, WaKa doesn't care. WaKa is here to get the kill, backyard of the situation, and it could be it, but allows him to go back, and the minecart is just like that, right there up for the picking. Great grab. The humble gets thrown, but still not gonna be enough, as WaKa is looking to get that Luigi side glow. Maybe not. That backyard that will end up in a kill. 2 games against 1. WaKa is in the lead.
And not just in the lead, I think he's got some momentum on his side. Like I said, 3 games so far in which he eventually gets a 2-stock lead. Whether he can go all the way with it or not, we have yet to see that be consistent. He did lose that advantage in game 1. But now into game 4, man, it's a very complicated story. Manny is on the verge of elimination. This is where he is going to start throwing everything against the wall and see what sticks. We're back in town and city, by the way, so once more, it might not be quite as easy to access those iron tools, but hey, you've got them at least for a little bit. There are the fireballs. Oh no, and kind of backfiring on WaKa as it explodes right on his face. But you know what? There isn't that much iron. Manny needs to be extra smart with how he uses it.
The amount of materials that Manny is using is just absurd. Man is using every single material down to the very last one of them. Has barely any dirt left. And wow, WaKa utilizing the small gap that was placed to get the plunger right in Manny's face, but still not gonna be quite enough. Has already a diamond and gold bar to work with, and the diamond tools have now appeared. Still, Manny trying to recover and still has not much of a percentage lead, but the anvil is going to allow him to get the stock lead.
And here comes Manny. Yep, he is going to eat another fist, and that's going to make things even once more. He spawns with a lot more iron. WaKa kind of forgets that the side B was there at play, and Manny is now going to eat a big combo off of that single grab. Not quite the death, of course, but still making things a bit more even, and WaKa carries him to the top! Down B is not yet going to take away Manny's stock, but you know what? The medicine's there, and this should do it! Yes, sir! Possible final stock for Manny in this entire tournament!
Last stock situation, the TNT is going to be ignited and exploding. WaKa, with a huge advantage, knows that he has the upper hand. It's a game up in the scoreboard and knows that he has him by the throat, basically, as he is not going to allow them to get a single more moment of advantage. WaKa knows this. WaKa will find and will make Manny approach the way he wants it, even if the timer runs to 0. If we were to end it right now, WaKa would end up winning due to how, well, the rules work, but the minecart is going to tie up the situation. Even stocks, even percentage, but the games are going to be smiling in the way of WaKa as he is 1 up ahead, and Manny is looking to be in trouble right now, but still able to escape and try up to get as much damage as possible. WaKa doesn't want to get near because he knows that Diamond hurts like a truck.
The unbreakable. But you know what? Manny still kind of forced to mine and step back. And if he starts setting up a few walls, they're going to be iron walls, and yep, those are just going to be extra hard to break. And yep, WaKa having a few issues when facing off against that particular material. There's a ton of iron in play now, and Manny lays his minecart too, trying to force WaKa into his trap. It's not working yet. WaKa, oh, he's gonna get stuck, but he makes it back to the station. That's what matters to him. And Manny still got the lead in the percent department. Fair, I'm not super sure what's about to happen here, but WaKa is fishing for that grab, and just getting one of those might end things here for Manny. And Manny is so eager not to land next to WaKa. He is playing in the air so long, and of course throwing a few minecarts here and there, forcing WaKa into the air. And there you have it, the backer once again slowly building the percent.
The anvil and the minecart could basically wrap this up in favor of Manny, but WaKa knows that WaKa needs to step down and not get a little bit too careless, but so does Manny. Like you said, all he needs is just a grab, but the again, it's gonna be enough. We are going to be heading into a game number 5 as WaKa falls short against the anvil, not Steve, the anvil.
Very much so. The anvil has been the key factor here for the most part, as Manny has gotten more than a few of those stocks taken away with it. Just forgetting that the down air is in play can mean the difference between elimination and qualification into those grand finals. But unfortunately for WaKa, he does not have the same tools to counter Anvil as many of the other characters did. And now Manny is absent. I'm not super sure what's happening here, but he does seem to have taken a bit of a step back away from the chair. Like, what's going on? Pain, dile este niño que regrese.
A lot of stuff can literally happen, so we're just going to be waiting to see what is up. See, the players are going back. Ah, okay. Fue a tirar el miedo. Got it.
Mid-set? He went to the bathroom mid-set? So, yeah, just so you guys know, he went to the bathroom mid-set. And apparently he asked WaKa, and WaKa was fine with it. So that's why they're letting them roll with it.
I mean,
oh, that was fast. I'll give him that. That was fast.
absolutely.
Well, and right back into business, actually. I hope he washed his hands. I'll say that much. But still, we're back to town and city. And look at WaKa. He's like, yeah, you're going to the bathroom? Nah, you're going out of this tournament, buddy. Slap, slap, slap. And welcome to another one. Look at that. Fists, too. And WaKa here, I mean, dealing with the minecart is so complicated. But look, he already delivered so much damage. That's going to be enough B. And man, if Manny was trying to ice WaKa out, I think he iced himself.
And that was a quick one, but still, this could be something weird off stage, but still nothing happens with both of these players. They both were able to recover without any single issue. The crafting table is back in play. Both players there themselves. And, well, Manny is a little bit of a trouble right there, as WaKa has him basically at the edge every single time. Look at that downer, one backer once again, and another one, and another one. Oh, and the downer that wanted to connect, unfortunately won't be the case. Now looking to hunt for that kill. 97% has now the iron and the diamond and the gold bar. Has everything down in his inventory, and minecart is gone, and not gonna be quite enough for WaKa. He is still living, he is still thriving, and now he's gone.
It's not a lead gone, however. He's still got quite some mileage from the percentage alone. And now he deals with the minecart. Look at that! He actually challenges the minecart with the down B. He is going to end up knocking Manny out from the top blast zone. And he's starting a new combo. Once again, the dash attack putting a ton of percentage into. And Manny, well, he does have some wooden tools. I mean, things are not looking good for him in terms of the crafted materials that he does have, or the crafted tools that he has. The weaponry, though, yep, it's going to be diamond now. He's got the sword with him, and this might be the turn that he needed. Oh no, but he's gonna get spiked. That's going to be it. WaKa ending things. Less than 2 minutes in to this game number 5, and now he's going into the grand finals versus Spargo, getting the run back.
Blink and you'll miss it moment. You weren't looking. Well, that's too bad for you because WaKa just took it by surprise. Like you said, less than 2 minutes is what he needed on. Really makes you proud of see how much it was, the players have seen and how much they have grown even.
And boy, have they grown indeed. You know, remember in 2019 when I was at EVO, I got to commentate a Spargo set, and I said, hey, this kid is the second coming of MKLeo, and boy, was I right. But unfortunately here, he does not start out the best way. He is bringing the Cloud out once more. And for what it's worth, WaKa has a lot more experience against that Cloud. Not saying it's an easier matchup. It definitely isn't compared to Piranha Plant, but you know, you can still pull off some surprises with the plant. Granted, Spargo also has all that experience against him, so I'm hoping to see a good result from him, but still, it's only the beginning, and that was only the first stock. Spargo can definitely start playing his good old neutral game and claim some solid stocks here. And look at that, going deep with the cross slash, limit cross slash that is, and he finds the first stock against WaKa.
I mean, right after WaKa took that first stock completely quickly, and the Luigi Cyclone is going to ignore completely the moves that Spargo was doing, and just like that, almost an even percent, but watch it because Spargo has the limit break. Great stuff, double packer, forced to recover with that limit break, and once again trying to use it, but still able to recover. I think he was able to wall jump in order to secure the height necessary to recover, and just like that, up smashing his way once again, and another one to get that down. And well, last stock situation in this first game for WaKa because Spargo was able to survive.
Unfortunately for WaKa, he is playing these grand finals from the loser side, meaning that he needs to reset and then claim another set if he wants to win it. But look at that, Spargo's so used to these kinds of interactions that he already knew where to put himself to get an extension, and he also knows exactly where WaKa is going to land for that forward smash to connect. That's game number 1, going to Tijuana's best. And unfortunately for WaKa, he is playing against the person who has seen him grow. So he knows him, you know, pretty darn well. He knows both his best and his worst, and where to capitalize against him.
Absolutely. I mean, it has been quite the match, and there's moments where WaKa takes control, like we saw in that first stock, but then Spargo wakes up and be like, nah, fam, not today, I'd win, and takes completely by surprise. So WaKa really needs to step up his game. He's not playing against the plant that took him to a game number 5. He's playing against the Spargo, and maybe Spargo just already wants to go to sleep. It's a little bit late, so he's like, all right, I already had my carnita asada, it's time to hit the bed.
Or my cabrito. That's also pretty characteristic of Monterrey. Some chicharrón de la Ramos. He could have had too, but still a lot of great food in Monterrey. Now, here's the thing: if you're Spargo, you're trying to get that carnita asada real soon. So, you know, those asada tacos for dinner. Perhaps a finishing touch could do it, or a cross slash, but no, it's going to be a limit blade beam. And still, the percentage speaks for itself. Unfortunately, I don't really see WaKa with too many ideas on how to beat Spargo here. He cannot seem to land a grab, and that's generally, you know, the cornerstone of his game plan. But still, Spargo, oh man, calling his bluff! It's going to be enough. He had a shield after the down smash whiffs.
Look at that, Spargo trying to get those backers to connect, but he's just not going to allow it. WaKa able to get something, but Chetazo, that fair, going to send in upstage. WaKa waiting for the perfect opportunity, goes back in stage and wave dashing. I mean, when was he batted back to ultimate? It was gone since melee, but it still did it though. The back air trying to overextend it, but still the dash attack going to be punished with that up smash. And now, well, last stock situation as WaKa could be looking and facing a game number 3 disadvantage against Spargo. Well, look at that, the downer sealing it down right here, right now. Last game situation for Spargo as he is ready to campaign and head upstairs.
Well, I guess there won't be a surprise factor here, my boy. Spargo definitely seems to be poised to win this whole thing. He could even bring out Piranha if he wanted to, I think, but he is going to deliver a possible final game with Cloud. But WaKa, not saying he's running out of ideas, but the ideas he has been testing have not worked out. And of course, it's because of the player that he's got in front of him. Spargo knows where not to be, most importantly. Like, of course, you need to know where to exploit things and everything, but knowing where not to position yourself is almost as crucial in a matchup like this versus Luigi, who capitalizes so much of catching you off guard in the wrong position with a grab.
This is the last chance, and look at that, they
Goodness
so
gracious.
into getting taken down instead. Even Spargo's like, yeah, this is funny, I'll take it. What happened? But it still takes it any day. Just like that, I mean, so far 50%. One machetazo. Let's see if he gets another one. Try to go for the upper punish recovery for WaKa. Unfortunately, not going to be quite it. Still has WaKa where he wants it. Last possible going to take his stock right here, right now. 2 machetazos, not going to be quite enough. Tex, not going to be, it's still nothing. We're trying to look for it. What a parry into nothing, but still able to get a little bit of a grab there. But unfortunately, not gonna be able to follow up more through that. And, well, Spargo able to get that back here and put WaKa in an upstage situation.
You know, I've seen a pattern with WaKa. Whenever he does not get his grabs, he gets kind of surprised when he actually gets one, and the follow-ups are not quite as pristine. And of course, you're playing against Spargo, and I don't know what happens, but generally, when you're playing against a top player, things just don't work against them. Like, they do something, they pull up some magic, and the confirms that you know and love, they don't work. By the way, I just want to give a shout-out. Spargo also won Rivals of Ether 2 in this tournament, so shout out to him getting the Rivals 2 buff. He defeated Mr. R in the Grand Finals, and it seems like he is going to win this as well. This is the final stock, and this is where WaKa might be able to put up a game. As you know, Luigi deadly with those kill confirms and those combos. Oh no, but he's going too deep. He's gonna eat a ton of punishment from that, but still fighting.
He is still fighting. He's not going to give up. There is a neutral air. Not going to quite give it yet to Spargo as WaKa is trying to find a way to pull through 2 backers into a side tilted that won't connect the backer. Now it's WaKa's time. Side offset situation, but Spargo is able to recover just in the nick of time and not going to be quite it. 89% against 101%, and WaKa is just waiting. He knows that Spargo will give him an opening, and he needs to utilize it correctly. If not, this might be over with what we think it, but not going to be quite enough. It won't connect that up smash.
The limit is on the line, though. The limit is in, and an up B out of shield might do it, but no, he's gonna have to use it to recover. Unfortunately for Spargo, he could not put that limit to good use. Forward throw from WaKa. This might be it. Yes, sir. We're going to a game number 4. It's not over yet.
It is not over. It is not going to be enough. We are now going to be heading to a game number 4. Spargo doesn't look happy. He technically SD'd with that first kill, so not something he really wants to be happy about, but still, it is going to be quite the match as that game number 4, once again on Pokemon Stadium 2, is going to take place.
I mean, this has been the stage for most of the greatest sets in this game. This will be no exception. But once again, Spargo knowing where WaKa is going to be for the most part, landing those combos when it matters most, dash attack to extend a little bit longer, and WaKa already took 100+ plus. Oh no, and guess what? They're still going to clash off stage. Not quite the stock. Spargo went for the same attempted limit cross slash that he went for before, but this time to no avail, and he is going to eat a ton of damage because of that one miss interaction, and he's going to lose the stock.
Now Spargo is looking in a little bit of a disadvantage here as the stock has been taken, and now, well, it seems that WaKa is starting to gain some momentum somehow and starting to get some punishes down over at Spargo that he won't usually be able to. Limit is going to be looking to get that up B, but unfortunately gets taken down by punishing with that forward tilt, and now, well, it's only 100% difference. That can be shrink, but still, that Luigi Cyclone not going to be enough. 130% approaching max rage, and this could mean bad news for WaKa.
WaKa forced to take a step back. Oh, but wait, that step back can also be followed by a Cyclone, the Remoline, shouts Roy. And unfortunately for Spargo, he does have only one stock left. He has an extra game before getting the bracket reset if WaKa were to pull that off, but guess what? It's just a dash attack, and now we're back to the final stock, and this could be it. This could be where the whole tournament ends if Spargo can pull through, but it seems like he's going to eat a little bit more percent before that. He does have the limit with him. Could be a finishing touch. I insist. It's hard to find, but the finishing touch might just do it. No, it seems like he's going to have to use it to recover, or maybe a cross slash on the ledge. He won't even be able to use it, will he? Nope, he's got to lose it. WaKa playing so well around it.
WaKa making sure that the limit doesn't get used and gets discharged. Spargo knows it, and now he's forced to recharge it once again, making sure he gets into a little bit of a spacing situation so Luigi can't reach him. 110%, 122% of the situation.
GG.
Looking over it, who gets it? Spargo gets it all the way down to the bottom of the stage. He is able to get whatever that move was, because I wasn't able to see it, but it will more than likely be side B that will be taking this game and series 3-1. And of course, congratulations to your Delfino Raza winner, Spargo. 3-1 against WaKa.
Spargo did a great job against his Tijuana brethren. He has